Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gran Turismo 4. Yes, we are back. I am going to be continuing the interesting adventures through a Gran Turismo 4, where, well, all the prize cars have been randomized. If you haven't seen this before, the way it is going to work is pretty simple. I bought one car. My goal is to see how far I can get through the game without having to buy any further cars. And hopefully we can make some progress. Drake, thank you very much for the bits. It's more randomness, but less of the chaos. Yeah, much less chaos with this one. Because the progression through the game is going to be different. But it's still just normal racing. Cora, thank you for the bits as well. I say I've been waiting for this for so long. Yeah, it's been a while. No, I haven't got the spec to. Well, I don't know how to make any of this lot work. This is just the basic randomizer part, and maybe at some point I'll have a look at the spec if I can figure it out. I'm not very good when it comes to tech. Now, there's things I shall say before or between. I did this when I did the 12-hour birthday stream. I played some of this game, and I got to a certain point. Since then, I have gone and done the licenses. So I just got to remember what buttons do what, because I'm on an Xbox controller playing a PS2 game. So I have gone and done the licenses. Now, if I had been smart, what I should have done is done all the bits bar one, and then done these on stream to show you. But I didn't think about that, because I'm not smart. I haven't done the super license yet, because I don't really need it for anything specific. But yeah, either way, this is what we did. So I shall go and show you the cars that I have unlocked, because this is quite interesting, the things that we have got. So the International B license gave me a Triumph Spitfire, which was largely useless. The National B license gave me that. The National A license gave me something that was really useful. The NSX. That's very, very good. The International B license gave me a Demio, which was completely useless. However, the International A license decided that I should have a Monaro. The game has very few Australian cars, and I have two of them. It really wants me to have the Australian machinery, which, I mean, it's quite cool, to be fair. Like, I'm not gonna turn down the Monaros, and the big powerful V8s are good. This thing here probably going to be a bit more useful, and it even comes in the right colour. I mean, it is a glorious looking car, but there we go. We're going to jump into this one. Drake, thank you very much for the donation with some made-up Latin. We'll go with that. So the donation bar numbers are back to normal, at least for this stream. They are indeed. Also, the 1p cult rules. It does for now. And even in Cowboy. I don't know if Cowboy will be around because time of day. But there we go. Cora, thank you for the bits, was very excited about the Demio, of course. Never mind the Triumph or the, Monaros. No, it's the Demio that's exciting. Dazman, thank you very much for the resubscription, the 44th month. Thank you very much for the continued support. Good evening, Alex. My work has booked me last minute onto an MOT tester course later this month, so I have so much work to do to prepare for it. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck with that one. That's cool. I don't know. I think it's quite a lucrative thing to be able to do and everything, but yeah, good luck with it. I don't know what goes into being certified as that, but I'm sure it is a lot of work. So yeah. Good luck with that one. Norwegian Phantom, thank you very much for the resubscription of the 35th month. A big broadcast salute to you. Saying, always nice with a Gran Turismo 4 stream, but I can't hear anything because of the wind from Storm Alley. It is a little bit windy. It has rained all day here, pretty much. It's not been too bad. It's a bit windy this evening, but it has just literally rained since about 11 o'clock. It's been horrible. So yeah, that's less fun. I think we're going to start. We're going to take the NSX. Now, I reckon we can do this with it. We're going to modify it lightly, because I can, essentially. We will, sure, let's go ahead. We will do the weight reduction. That is always a good shout. It's cheap, and we can get like 120 kilos out of the car. That's a good idea. yeah, we will go with that, and we will. Is it the ECU? I think gave us a pretty good. Yeah, it gives us a good power boost for very little money. Brakes are important, but they're also expensive, which I'm not going to use because I don't have the money for it. And we will, of course, visit the most important of places, and that is to Jeff. Let's go and get the magic power improving oil into our car. It is always good. Money will not be plentiful at the moment because we're still in the very early stages of the game, so don't have very much money yet. However, as we go on, as we go into the game, we should have a little bit more. So that is useful. We should have plenty of money for modifying our cars. However, we don't just yet. Vubear, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 18th month. A broadcast salute to you from chat. Hopefully, thank you very much for the continued support. Right, do we reckon? I mean, if this is incapable of doing this race, I'm not sure what I'm going to need. Like the MR2 makes sense. The MR2 was probably going to struggle with this race. Well, I mean, they have got an NSX Type R. We can go for cheating strategies. Oh, it's quite loud. I'm just going to maybe turn down that a little bit. Yeah, that was quite loud. We are a little bit more powerful. We are a little bit lighter than the NSX would normally be. Yeah, the 8-point race suggests this should be easy. Now that is in theory. Oh, we have gone for a clonk on the MR2 there. Do I do the cheating line? Do we try and be? We'll try and be good. MR2 is in the way. We will hopefully sneak our way. Toyota bad. It did not. Well, I'm going to return the favour by putting you on the grass there to the inside. All is fine. We should outrun the VX220. The Type R NSX is probably the one that I am most concerned. I don't know what the differences are between the Type S that we have and the Type R up there. I presume it's slightly faster or something. I don't know, but I don't know. There's probably fairly minor differences. But here we go. We are into second place, and we will dive bomb on the Lotus and make that pass stick fairly easily. Lotus is going to fight back. Look, Lotus, I don't want to cheat, but I will if you push me across the grass. That's one of those. I'm not intending on cheating on you. Well, I mean, I can, but I'm going to try and be good. It's one of the rare moments you'll hear me say that. But we will try and be well behaved. It's fine. We have got a sensible in that. This car, I think, should be relatively. We should get through this sort of championship, and then we have the excitement. After this, actually no, to lie, we have got the special condition races. So we don't have a front-wheel drive car at the moment. We don't have. In fact, we're missing quite a few vehicles in this. We're missing quite a few types of vehicles. We don't have anything good all-wheel drive yet. What did we start with? We started with the RX-7, didn't we? We don't have anything good all-wheel drive. We don't have anything good front-wheel drive. I don't even know if we have any front-wheel drives. Well, the Demio might be. I presume the Demio is, but it's just said good front-wheel drive. I know, Corey, you're excited about the Demio, but you are the only one who is excited about the Demio. The Legacy would work for all-wheel drive. Well, it's probably not fast enough for anything outside of the really basic. What's the button to skip on Xbox? Bo just wants to see Bob. I'm not sure Bob's great at that circuit. That circuit is not a place for the old Bob because he's not very good at the overtaking. on this one is a bit weak. Like we could. The great thing with this is we could do this race and get the. Was the Escuda in this game? I assume it was. I know it was in the. Was it in this one? It could do the wheelies, or was it? I thought it was the early. I don't know. Like we could, in theory, we could get that car for doing this event. Sorry, I left the cursor on the screen. Completely forgot. I do apologise. But right, this. Oh, the Gary is here. Good news. Is it the first appearance of Gary? Or I think we might have seen him once while trying this race. The Gary has arrived. Oh, now that is a reference from a long time ago. I can't remember what we used the car for last time. We used it a lot at some points, and because I'm never going to be able to pronounce the name, I'm just going to call it Gary. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty good car. We could possibly have said, although Bob does have. I remember Bob having issues at this circuit, and I got a bit too brave through there. Thank you, Cleo. Let's look behind. Dive bomb and Elise. It's fine. We can go through there. Yeah, I can't remember where Gary, where the very original. It started with Gary. We had the Rally Gary. I do remember using that for some of the off-road events. We're not going to be able to. We will make a pass stick somewhere here. Being a little bit dicey. Not being my cleanest race, but there we go. Hello, Lotus. I am here to overtake you. You are not going to be happy about this. They didn't completely run us off the road. There is a race. There's a race Gary on this game, isn't there? If I remember rightly, Bob does like exploring a lot on this circuit. Maybe we will unleash Bob onto the unsuspecting world later on. In the next race, we'll see what the next race is. Well, I mean, we should be able. This car should be fast enough that we can trust Bob to do some useful thing. Alien Invader, I say about the Spire. I think the Triumph Spitfire is not eligible for the lightweight. I think we checked last time. I will check again, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm pretty sure we checked last time, but I could be wrong. So we will have a look. That one might be a bit of a difficult one to getting a vehicle for. The one that will be near impossible. Not going to say it is impossible. The really challenging one without buying a car is going to be the pickup truck one. There are some weird cars that fit in for the K. I do remember there are some weird vehicles that fit into the K Car Cup because it isn't technically only for K cars. You can cheese it with some other vehicles. I have done that in the past, but I don't remember what ones. Noodle Brain, thank you very much for the donation. Same bonsoir, Alex and chat. Nice to see you replaying the same game as I did this morning. Oh, I'm reading chat and I'm crashing. Don't read chat and drive. Dangerous. This is, in my opinion, the greatest racing game of all time. It's definitely up there. It is definitely up there amongst. I mean, I have done. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I did a long time ago now. I did like my top 10 favourite racing games. I mean, Gran Turismo 4 was very much on it. I don't think the top would change, but now you've said that, like my top 2 favourite racing games that will, well, actually no, the top 3 won't change. Top Race Driver, PGR4, Burnout Paradise. None of those will change. But since I did that list, games have come out, games have been updated and more complete, and all of that. I wonder what it would actually be. Yeah, I wonder what changes and so on would go to that list. Because yeah, Gran Turismo 4 is still and will probably always be my favourite of the Gran Turismo games. It is just it's incredibly well done, and I guess it's sort of like the variety and all of that it just does so well with. And while I do like Gran Turismo 7, it is good. It's not quite as fun as this one. But yeah, I don't know what else. Like, I You know what, I'm going to get Bob to drive Fuji because I don't like Fuji. That's what I'm going to go for. I guess like the inclusion, Wreckfest would probably... Wreckfest would be in contention for a place on there. I don't know if I would contemplate Beam, because I know it's technically not complete, but I don't know if it's ever going to be a complete game. Like, it's probably going to be one of those that is constantly updated, which I'm okay with. It is a lot closer to a complete game at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember where Gran Turismo 4 placed on my list, but yeah, as far as Gran Turismo games go, it will still rate the highest. It'll easily be in my top 10 driving games. We have got a blue Gary now. Are we going to be able to sneak? Can I? Are you going to shout at me, game? Nope. When games didn't care if you were corner cutting at all. We will go adventuring as much as we like. This NSX is pretty rapid, not going to lie. We will go flying past, and that will be a relative... I could have unleashed Bob around here. Bob's entertaining in New York. Mostly kills AI cars. 2 laps isn't a particularly long race, so I'm slightly worried about what the Bob is going to get up to. Yeah, that could be problems. We will see. So I was saying in chat, I think I put this game at number 8, and that could work. But it sounds about right. Yeah, probably. I don't know where where things would sit if I redid it, because it would change a bit. But yeah, it is good. It's very good fun. It holds up. It holds up very, very well. I find not all of the old games hold up quite as well as you remember. Midtown Madness is one that I have, unfortunately, was a bit disappointed with when I went back. I remember absolutely loving playing Midtown Madness as a kid, but God, that was did not hold up as well as I had hoped. I think that's the kindest way to put it. Yeah, Midtown Madness was not. It's not great. But yeah, Gran Turismo 4 holds up very well. The early Forzas hold up very well. Taco Race Driver does too. It's a Pride Enthusiast, although admittedly I never played that one as a kid. Well, that's a little bit of a funky line through there, but never mind. It's all good. This game has the reason why I've not bothered with turning off the traction control is you've got to do it per car. It's really annoying. I don't know why we can't just have it turned off normal, like just permanently. I'm lazy. I'm turning off with all the cars. I can't be bothered with. That's fine. Now we've gone a bit too deep. I'm learning. we will get there. It's fine. Okay, Caleb's about TDU2 is an odd example. Let's say TDU2 is a fun but difficult example, because the driving physics are crap. They always were crap, but that's not like I still kind of liked the game. With the Solar Crown, they completely forgot what made TDU2 very good, and the original as well. And yeah, even though the driving physics have always been garbage, they always were even at the time, but I still enjoyed that game, and I'd still say it was a lot of fun. It was a very, very good game, and one that you can still go back and have fun with now. I haven't played it for a while, but oh bloody hell, please stop. Far too many hours were spent on that, even though it drove like crap. Which is kind of fundamental. I think it is the only... I would make the case, it's probably the only driving game that can have pretty crappy driving physics and I would still enjoy and recommend. I'm now trying to think if there's any others. Gary got up to 4th in this one, and it's the NSX's 1-2 again. The NSX's are the way to go with this championship. Right, we are going to put Bob in charge of our car for the next race. Keep forgetting, don't press A, press effectively the start button. Right, another 2,000 credits, thank you. Oh, Bob is not God yet. But hold on, we've got to see what Bob is going to do with this car. Bob has his moments, but we will see. We will see whether Bob... I'd see it now. I dislike Fuji, as I said before. I'm not that fussed. I don't remember if Bob's any... I don't think Bob's very good at it, but let's go and see. We should have a fast enough car. Ooh! Well, Bob, you've got 2 other NSXs to go and be competing against. Don't let us down here. Push and overtake. Let's go. Let's see what you can do. You have got past. You've outran an Elise. Fuji's got a long straight down towards turn 1, but Bob has not done a good job of overtaking cars. And straight into the back of the Lotus. Not holding out big hope for you, Bob, are we? Here. You've already crashed in. You've done the butt sniff once. Yeah. Long way to say, controversial pick for a racing game with bad... Well, I guess for a good racing game with bad physics. The original Need for Speed Most Wanted. See, I just never really gelled with that game. Like, everyone says how great it is, and I just don't like it. Like, I have tried, played it a few times. I just could not get on with it at all. Yeah, really could not get on with Most Wanted. So, yeah, I mean, maybe... Oh, are we going to get an overtake here? We're going to go around the outside of the Lotus. Bob has done an overtake! Good work. Well done. Now, overtake the next one, please. You've now got to get past an MR2. I don't think Bob's winning this race. I mean, you never know, but... Depends on how brave he can be down the start-finish. It's 5 seconds. I mean, the car will be... The car is more than capable of that. Oh, Bob, keep your foot down. Go for it. Be brave. Bob is not brave. Bob is not brave. We are not gonna be able to do this. Just 2 laps. 2 laps is not enough, and the car difference is not enough on this one. As fast as our vehicle may be, yeah, we're not gonna catch that one. Gran Turismo, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one correctly. Saying, negative because what is your favourite fictional racing franchise? Ooh, the examples you gave were F-Zero or Wipeout. I mean, I guess if we're going for fictional racing and all of that, I'm going to go Burnout. I have enjoyed the anti-gravity races to a point. I have had fun with them. They've never really been the my go-to racing games. So yeah, F-Zero I've never really played very much of. The one I played as a kid was, I think I've still got it. What is it called? Hold on, I'm gonna go get the case. It's Quantum something. Oh, there we go. Quantum Redshift. There, that's the one. It is the only one I really had as a kid. So that is the one I think probably one that no one's going to have heard of either. It's probably an obscure one. But yeah, I like that one. But that was entirely because that's the only one I had. Bob has not been fast enough here. Bob has disappointed us immensely here. This is not good enough. Bob is going to go back into the box, and but yeah, we will try. I have to drive. I don't want to drive Fuji. I mean, the third place trophy is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. It's actually more interesting than the normal gold one. But yeah, right. We will We will be tasked with this one. I mean, I can shoot as well if I need to. Yeah, I mean, if Bob got past... Well, to be fair, lap time-wise, I don't actually know if Bob was quicker than the AI in the lead NSX. So, who knows? But, yeah, there we go. So, a fictional race series, Burnout. Burnout wins. Burnout's awesome. And it is a shame. It is kind of dead. I have been way too brave. Bob has had an adventure. God, the MR2 got all wiggly down there. That was too big a dive. I can cheat if I need to, and we will cheat if I need to. If I can beat them legit, that's fine. I mean, I think I'm just expecting this car to be better under brakes than it actually is. It's amongst the fastest vehicles I've had in this game, so yeah, we are just asking a lot of it. Come on, NSX, let's go, and chase these down. The Hondas are definitely the way to go in this. I mean, the Hondas are the way to go in this championship. Makes sense. They are probably the fastest picks that the AI are going to have here. Right. I mean, this lap, it's the rare time I will drive Fuji normally. If I'm not winning on the final lap, I will jump it entirely because I don't want to have to do it again. You know, we can cheat, so we shall, really. Can I be flat out round here? Yeah, just about. Car complains a little bit, but not too much. Axavio? I don't know if I pronounced that one correctly at all. I feel probably not. But thank you very much for the donation. There wasn't a message with it, but thank you. It is greatly appreciated indeed. Now, where do I need to brake down here is a really good question. I'm going to brake at the 200 board. Possibly a little early, but I would rather be safe than sorry in this. We saw what happened off the start line when I got a little carried away. So, yeah, let's be careful. Can we think about a dive to the inside? Not quite going to do that. We will maybe get a pass into this next corner if I can hold it. Not quite going to be close enough on the exit. That is a big dive if I can. No, I'll get the power on the exit. Almost made it work. Maybe a little too bigger a dive. We've got to try it at some point, and we're going to have to try it again. We're going to have to just not overshoot the dive bomb quite as much. I mean, it was actually a clean racing manoeuvre with a Gran Turismo AI, which is rare. This one here is not going to be a clean racing manoeuvre. I haven't got the time anymore. We're running out of time. So it was a bit of a, I was going to say a touring car pass, but it was more of a demo derby manoeuvre, that one. So yeah, we got the job done. We got the job done, and that will be. We might still outran the car to the line, to be fair. They're actually a lot more cautious on the way into that chicane than I was expecting. That'll work. That'll work for me. Right. We go to a cool track next, at least. One that I will enjoy driving around. The NSX should be fun. Around the El Capitan circuit. And then we have that moment of truth. What do you think, oh wonderful chat? What car am I going to end up? I'm worried. I'm not worried. I have a feeling all of this is going to be for something not very exciting. We shall, of course, wait and see. PT Cruiser is always possible. I mean, if we get an F-150, I'm kind of okay with that, because that does give us the pickup truck that we need. If anybody manages to guess it, I will be impressed, not going to lie. There is plenty of cars. That is a very nice looking MR2. That is a colour I would want my MR2 in. So, yeah. I mean, I'm liking I like it racing. Simon's idea, DTM Audi TT. Now, if I could get that this early in the game, I would be very happy. I'm not expecting that, but if I could, that would be cool. We have had all sorts of guesses. One, Timmy's playing it safe, and it is a good bet. One of the many versions of an MX-5. Honestly, yeah. If you're gonna take a gamble on what would the car be to win, MX-5 simply because the sheer number of them makes the probability that little bit higher than anything else in the game. Actually, probably makes it a fair bit higher than anything else in the game. So, yeah. That is a good guess. That is a good guess. So yeah, same with the Skylines. Skylines are equally a solid guess because there's a lot of different ones. So I like MG's theory that the 99 Viper, blue with the white stripes, the correct colour scheme for the 99 Viper. I would be very, very happy. It'd be useless. No, I guess you have some use in the American events. Be useless for the events we have currently. I mean, if we could get one of the race Vipers, that would be helpful. Cora wants more Demios. Not reckoning the Honda today. Oh no, not the today. I'll have the Honda tomorrow, I guess. Maybe a bit more, but I don't. We never want the Honda today or any of those. I guess we do need a K car, but none of those. Like, give me an Alto Works or something. If you're going to give me something like that. I don't know what the fastest K cars are, like a Honda Beat or, cappuccinos, etc. I don't think this game has the. I don't think this game has the Micro Super Turbo. I think there's the older Gran Turismos. I mean, this one might. I don't remember it having it. So, yeah, probably not going to get those, which is a shame because they were cool additions. We have rather buggered off from the field. I mean, this car is definitely very capable in this one. Bob's normally not too bad at this circuit, but we saw what happened last time. Just not quite worth it. We could make Amy happy if we won a Fiat 500. They are in the game. It is possible. Doesn't this have the old? Does this have the old Abarth 500 with the welded open boot thing? I can't remember what it's called. I think it does. Is it like the Auto Bianchi something or other version in here? Or is that in... No, that's in Enthusia. They definitely have it in Enthusia. Might be misremembering my PS2 racing games, to be fair. Or Enthusia and Gran Turismo. Very, very easy to confuse. Very, very easy to confuse. But there we go. Ooh, we will slide our way a bit through there. The Micro Cup car would be cool. I mean, I'm essentially hoping for the... I'm hoping for a fast front-wheel drive or a fast all-wheel drive. We do need a rally car because I have got some rally events to do that could have some cool prize cars. So a fast front-wheel drive for the front-wheel drive event, some decent all-wheel drive for the rally events. I can modify the Legacy, but it's not the best platform. Focus RS I'd be very happy with. I mean, it would be cool to get a race car. I'm just not expecting a race car from this. And I'd probably not be able to use it for a lot of events. We might be able to find some of them. I mean, the Formula 1 car is unlikely, seeing as it's one car. One car out of many possibles, but it is not impossible that we could get the Formula 1 car here and be very useless for a lot of the events, although it would make a few of the events very easy. Right. Let us go. Let us go and see. Is the F1 Espace? I don't think the F1 Espace is even in this game. Here it is. What will our prize car be? I mean, I don't hate it. But it is a bit uninspiring. Nobody guessed Sylvia. Nobody guessed Sylvia. I am surprised. And there you have it. It is, I say, a little bit uninspiring. Oh, do I have this in the wrong mode? I might do. Can I? Where do I find options? Bear with. Okay, cool. Do I find it in here? Do I find options? Graphics settings? Yeah, I don't know if it's in. I'm hoping it's in here because otherwise I don't know where it is. It might be somewhere in the emulator settings. Here? Oh, I thought I had changed it, to be fair. We'll see if that looks better. Got used to playing it in the stretched view. Right, do we actually have a front-wheel drive car outside of the Demio, which I don't want to use? Okay, none of this here is actually of any use currently. Right. Shall we? I reckon. Oh, not special car events, special condition events. That's what we want to look for. Now, these two are tarmac races. Now, I reckon this NSX should maybe be able to do this. I don't know if it will. Easy, these are not too bad to do normally. Yeah. Okay, game reckons I can do this. Game reckons this should be straightforward for me. I'm not going to complain at that. I mean, this is a narrow, twisty circuit, and I have an NSX. Feels pretty strong. Tony, thank you very much for the donation. Sorry, I was going to... We've got to... Oh, I forgot. Okay, right, I forgot these ones. You can't cheat. Right. Completely forgot about that. I say can't cheat. That wasn't even really cheating. That was looking for a way past. Does it ping up if I bump a wall? Don't remember. Right, so we're going to need to be potentially a little more patient about finding a way to overtake. Although, we will probably just outrun the Delta in a straight line somewhere. I'm going to hopefully not find out if clonking a wall gets us a time penalty. We've got the gap back down to under 4 seconds. We're closing a lot down here, I expect. Oh shit. Okay, we have kissed the wall somewhat lightly. Dude, I would not hang your hand out there. You very nearly lost it. Oh, that was a bit of airtime. Okay. Somewhere a little bit earlier on the brakes. So yeah, we can hit them with the side of the car. I do remember that being a thing. Like, nose to tail contact is... The game doesn't give you a penalty, but if you hit the side of them, the game doesn't care. I'm not going to be able to do anything up here. I'm hoping we have clearly got the straight line speed advantage. When it opens up for the start-finish line... Oh no, not quite there yet. AI is a little braver through here than I am. Can we... No, I was basically spent an entire lap to put myself in exactly the same place I was last time around, and I'm not going to make the same error I did before. What bit is going to be best for making a pass is the question. I've got to be really slightly up. Well, if I was slightly closer there, could have done it. Is it down this next section we have a longer straight that's a bit wider that I'm hoping we can make a move stick. There we go. Oh, we found a way. We found a way past. It was a bit scary, not going to lie. And I can hear an angry Lancia behind me. But we got a legitimate overtake, relatively clean overtake. Some airtime down there. Okay, just don't crash. Don't say things like that. That's how I end up putting the pressure on myself, like that. Oh, no, I can't. I would have punted them. The good news is the penalty here is minor. And I've cheated my way to victory. Yes, the best cheat I've done. By nudging a delta and getting it stuck. 10 out of 10 cheating has been acquired. It's a narrow circuit, so cheating is a bit easier, essentially. We have bullied a delta into the wall. Perfect. The finest of cheats has been completed on that one. And we will take a victory. Anyway, Tony, yes, thank you very much for the lessons. Thank you, Alex. Do you have any plans on uploading your future GTA and other videos in higher resolution? Not really, if I'm honest. Not really on the most part. Some stuff like Beam, for example, running on higher resolutions, it just makes the game lag. A lot of, I say with Beam, a lot of what we do is pushing the thing to its limits anyway. There's no benefit to running it in higher resolutions. I'm probably not going to bother, honestly, that much with GTA. Truthfully, I don't really see the need. The times where it is, well, I mean, I use it to trick YouTube into giving the video more bandwidth. I mean, I don't know I haven't actually seen the exact numbers, but the vast majority of people are just watching on a tiny phone screen, and for all of the file size and all of the, longer times, I just don't see the real advantage. There's no real huge need for it, so probably not. Making sure I would rather have things, running smoothly. Recording wise is much more important than having the slightly better resolution for the sake of it, essentially. So yeah, it's not a particular high priority. It's not to say that it's not ever going to happen, of course, but yeah. Oh, that corner goes that way. Whoa. Bloody hell. Can I maybe get past the Celica? We're going to have to try and use a straight, use the acceleration. There we go. That I actually think is easier to overtake here. This version, because you get this straight quite early on. This is probably the easiest place to be getting overtakes. Bloody hell. I mean, this course is very cool. I like it. I mean, it's not a great racetrack in that you wouldn't want more than a 1v1 around here, would you? It's way too narrow, but it is just cool that it exists and a fun challenge to drive around. Now, last time around we said don't do anything stupid, and then proceeded to do something. I also did not quite see where the road went there. I thought we had to go a lot further before turning in. That's that one, really. I could also hear a cat thumping around in the background. What do we bet? Dagon's up to mischief. Dagon is up to mischief somewhere. She does that. One. Hello, back end of car. Please behave yourself. That's fine. I think the Celica is probably not as fast as the Delta as well, so less to worry about. As we are heading towards the end of this one, shall we play that wonderfully entertaining guessing game? What shall I win? What shall I win from the randomized prize pool? I'm betting at an MX-5 because I haven't got one yet. I mean, it is a safe bet, but I am working on that bet. I mean, I would be, if it gave me a Delta, I'd be very happy with that. Actually, I think a Delta would be useful. No, it's going to give me the Ford Falcon V8 Supercar because it's got to keep the Australian theme we've had with this save, if you want to call it that. I'm still expecting. I'm going to go with an MX-5. I'm going to go with the second gen MX-5, like the one I had. That's going to be my guess. The Hatsu Koppen would be cool. Would count for the K-Car event. So if we got the Koppen, I'd be happy. I want a good front-wheel drive, a good all-wheel drive. I guess a K-Car would be quite good. Would be quite helpful. Well, otherwise, we will be sticking with these events for a little while. I guess I'm going to look and see what the Japanese events are. We'll see what other events we can do. Come on, NSX, you can get out of these slow corners. Have not got long to go. We are well clear. Even a clonk on the wall mistake now will not sink us. Ooh. I mean, it was close. Yeah, we could put dirt tyres on the Legacy and possibly win some of the off-road events. I'm hoping for a better all-wheel drive car to do that with than the Legacy. We've got a couple of these events that we can do on tarmac first before we have to start going down that, or contemplate that route. And here we go. It was a fun race, always a fun challenge around that circuit. Let's go and see. Will it be an MX-5? I think we do need a Roadster for events. Although an MX-5 is probably not quick enough for that particularly. Now, normally these events give quite cool prize cars. However, they could give us absolute chod. We just don't know. Will it be a PT Cruiser? Please no. It is... I mean, okay. I like it a lot. I would not have guessed at a Spree V8. It's of very little use currently. I guess it's for European events. It's very cool. It's very cool. And very yellow. Well, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, not of any real use for us currently, but it is a really cool car. Lycan Motions, thank you very much for the super chat, saying that was courageous and cheeky. I did have there was a little bit of cheating, a little bit of a bump. It is a speedy banana. Well, we can go here. God, I've driven this track a lot. Not for a very long time. The reason I've driven this track a lot is I've done a legitimate playthrough on this game before I started doing cheating, before I started using the cheat codes and whatnot. And the best way to make money in this game for messing around with cars was to do this race and then sell the Dakar, the Rally Raid car that you got from it. I can't remember which one, whether it was the easy or the hard one, so wherever it was. So I have driven this circuit a lot, because I would used to spend, I don't know, an hour or two before a stream grinding this race to make money, before I discovered the cheat codes. But I haven't driven this track for a long time. It is cool. Ooh, it is a cool circuit, and you can get airtime and everything, but it is... yeah. Ooh. It's been a while since I've been around here. We should be able to easily beat... It was a Quattro, wasn't it? Not particularly worried about that one. Oh, it's a 2-lap race, okay. Be probably slightly longer. I can't remember how... I got the race time down. I'm trying to remember how fast... I don't even remember what I used to run around here. I used to run so... I know I did it so many times. I had like a target time to try and beat and everything. I've forgotten it now because we're talking far too many years ago at this point. Because I used to regularly stream Gran Turismo 4. I got quite a long way through with a legit save. I will still have it somewhere because I actually played it on an actual PS2. I've still got the PS2 and the memory card and everything. It's only recently I have used an emulator for it. That's a bit of understeer through there, but it's fine. Now, how brave do we go? Should be able to be flat down here, I would think. Oh dear. Okay, well, back end had enough. I can hear a quattro at a distance, but that's fine. Oh dear. That's alright. We almost fit. Thankfully, that wall there kind of pushes you back into the circuit. Noodle Press saying, I 100%ed this game with the cheats in the OG PS2 game. I definitely never did that. The games I have absolutely 100% completed. You know what, there's actually not that many. Dirt Rally 3? Or... was it 2? One of them I absolutely 100%ed, and the other I just played an awful lot of. And Burnout Paradise, I think, are the only racing games where I have absolutely 100 completed every little thing. Like, I've played a lot of many games, but even like GTA 5, I wouldn't say I would 100%ed it. I've not done the complete all the heist. I can't remember what it's called. The criminal masterminds, the one to complete all the heists without dying, like that sort of stuff. Not bothered with a lot of that stuff. Like, I have fun with the game, and I'm not one of those like absolute completionists. But yeah, one of the dirt rallies I did, like with all the achievements and everything. And yeah, Burnout Paradise was the other one that I spent like an entire summer holiday pretty much playing that one, because I did all of the online challenges, and what was it? I got the diamond. I think it was the P12. That one was the diamond one for completing all the challenges with all the cars and all the bikes and everything. I think it's the diamond P12. But yeah, that was fun. That was got all the carbon cars. Good times. Burnout Paradise, as I said earlier. Burnout Paradise was very good. A bit better. Still chucked it down there with Suzuki. I'm used to driving the race cars down there at. You can brake super late when you've got slick tyres. I could afford to shove some slick tyres on this car, and that would make it very grippy, although it won't be illegible for a lot of events. Quattro's not having a good time. We have run away from that one completely. So there we go. I just say I got everything from Forza Motorsport 3 except the drifting achievement. Oh yeah, I wouldn't have got any of them on the 4. Or like, I might have got some of them by accident, or I don't know. I don't remember what they are particularly. But there we go. Right, the Quattro was nice and easily beaten. And the advantage with this race is you can often get past the car before the first corner, which is always helpful. Look at the money! We've got practically we've got more than double. I was going to say triple, but not quite. We've got a lot more money than we started with. We shall very quickly go the second we have to upgrade a car to any extent. We probably will at some point, because trying to play this game without buying another car is a bit odd. Blakey, you are correct. Sorry, I meant Dirt 3, not Dirt Rally 3, of course. Because we got the Quattro again. That should be fine. Can we beat you into turn 1? I reckon maybe. It's not as big. It's not as good of a run into the first corner this direction, but. Wow, that is a 2D house at the top of it. I've never noticed that. I've done this race so many times. And never noticed the most 2D cutout. Oh, damn it. I don't know. Well, that's what reverse is. Okay, I got a little brave on that one. I also don't know what handbrake is. Okay, that's what handbrake is. Finding buttons. Probably a little bit too late. It was a big send-off. I'm not that worried. no need to restart because we will A, catch back up quite quickly. No, actually, almost lost that much time through there, thankfully. Mind the wall on the inside. That would be a silly accident. We don't need another one. This hill, we might actually be able to... You know, I would not be quite so comfortable chilling at a cafe there, sat at a table with cars racing quite that closely. Like, don't get me wrong, I like motorsport, but that feels a little bit in the line of fire. Feels like it'd be really quite easy for a car trying to go for a different line through that hairpin to get it wrong and just run into your table. At least you stood up, you can move better. I wouldn't recommend standing that close to race vehicles full stop, but yeah, sat down feels even more dangerous than than anything else. We are in the clear. Well, I guess seeing as we will be, if we win, assuming we win this race, it's looking good for me. Assuming I win this race, let's play the game of guess what car I am going to win. I'm still going for MX-5. I feel like I've got to be right. If I guess that enough, I'm going to be right at some point. Noodle brain guessing Punto. No, I don't want a Punto. I guess it would count as the front-wheel drive car. And if it's the... Do we have the fast Punto in the game? Like the Abarth one? I assume it is. Maybe it'd be good enough for the front-wheel drive event. Like, I have got a very cool selection of like rear-wheel drive vehicles, which is great. I'd like a front-wheel drive. I'd like to have something for some of the other championships that we, you know, so that we could do them. The Benz motor wagon is in the game. I think the Model T is in this one as well. So they are possible vehicles that I could win. Less ideal, but and much less useful. Although it would be fun to see a grid of Model Ts. Although, actually, I'm not going to say that because then Crane will want to do a flivver race. But, you know, a Model T race on Gran Turismo 4 would have been entertaining. However, I don't even think you can drive them anywhere outside of like time trials, if I remembered correctly. Maybe we'll win that Nike car. I do. Was it 2022? Is it the Nike concept? I don't remember any. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of the weird concept cars. The Nike concept car is one of those ones that just sticks with you. I guess it makes it very successful as a concept car in that everyone who has played Gran Turismo 4 for any length of time remembers that car. You can say Nike concept car and they will absolutely know what it is. And I find it interesting. That that is the one, because like, there's a lot of Vision GT cars going on, and I couldn't picture a lot of them. I couldn't remember a lot of them. I remember some of them from much more modern Gran Turismo games. I vaguely remember what the Citroen looks like. I don't know why, but I vaguely remember what the Citroen looks like. Can't remember the rest of them particularly well. Isn't there a Golf? Isn't there a Golf Speedster? Maybe? I don't know. But I can still remember the Nike concept car from Gran Turismo 4. It's a weird, as I said, very successful concept car. But there we go. It is across the line. What are we going to win? Let us see. Drake is excited about it. We could win a Prix. The Prix is in the game. There, I mean, it would be front-wheel drive. I don't think it'd be fast enough for that event to be of any use in that event. We could win the tank car. That would be cool. Again, completely useless, but would be cool. Right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, something exciting. It is... Oh! Oh, it's something very exciting. Oh, we've got our first motorsport vehicle. It is not an all-wheel drive vehicle. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. This save file has been great. I'm going to say this now, and this is like the most exciting car we get all day. But this save file has been fantastic for interesting vehicles. Yeah. This save file, literally the only really unexciting thing I've had is the Demio. Sorry, Cora. I know how much you love the Demio. But, yeah, like everything else has been awesome. We've got Australian muscle cars, we've got Japanese tuner cars, we've got, now we've got the Stratos. We've got a Legacy. Yeah, honestly, the only garbage thing is the Demio. Everything else has been really cool. Right. Where is my Lance? Come here. Lancia! Yes, want to get in this. Is there even a ute in this game? I don't know if there is. Is there a ute in here? I mean, I know there are in some, like, future ones and everything, but yeah, I don't actually know if there's even a ute in this one. Drake, think of bits. It's a nice find, that Lancia. Just make certain nothing falls off during its first race. It'll be fine. It is a brand new Stratos, and they were very successful. Well, admittedly in the 70s, but they were very successful. So I'm sure it'll hold together. I don't know whether it will. It's probably on the wrong tyres. Does it come on rally tyres? Well, I was gonna try and figure out if. I guess we're gonna have to go to Italy. Let's just have a look for a second. Is the Stratos the... Oh, okay. I'm curious. Okay, so you can't normally buy the Stratos. I was wondering whether you could buy them or not. Surprising amounts of Lancias in the game, to be fair. Right. Let's go. I'm going to see what tyres it's on. Oh, okay, so it's on race tyres immediately. Oh, God. Okay, dirt tyres are expensive. I guess my question is, will the Stratos be fast enough rear-wheel drive to beat the all-wheel drive cars we'll be going up against? I feel like I've got to try this. I feel like I've got to give it a go. I don't know whether it will. Can I? I didn't expect I could. I can whack a turbo on it, apparently. Good Lord, it's expensive. Oh, that would be very scary. Yes, I want 450 horsepower in my otherwise untouched Stratos. Definitely no way that's ending in horrific disaster times. Definitely no way. Right, let's see. I don't know whether this car is going to be quick enough for it or have the traction for this. So we will give it a go. We will see what happens. Try to say, is there any chance with the Jay Leno tank car? I mean, there's a chance. Every one of these events, there is a chance. I literally have no... The game reckons I should win this quite handily. But there is just as much chance of me winning the Jay Leno tank car as there was me winning the Stratos. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible we could win it, but... Oh. Right. I've got to remember how to drive on the dirt. I can't see a thing. I really can't see a bloody thing in the dust here. I'm not sure we're going to quite have the... I'm not sure I have the skill or we have the grip. Although, is that all-wheel drive, the Lancer? I would have thought that was two-wheel drive, but I could be wrong. I could just be really rusty at the off-road driving on this game. God, the dust is making this one quite annoying. we are keeping up. We've kind of settled into a rhythm here. Oh, bloody, I am really struggling with this. I'm really struggling to get to grips with this at the moment. We've gone round. So there's too much power. It's almost too much power to to put down there. I'm gonna have another go. Now, so we know we can. I know we can beat the Lancer into the, like, we're so fast off the line we can get ahead of it. Now, if I can manage to stay ahead of it, we'll do a little bit of leaning. There we go. It will probably return the favour to us, but we'll see. God, it's got so much more grip than we do. I literally just cannot compete with Lancer's level of grip. Didn't think that is what I would be saying at all, but yeah, I've got no. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. Is that doable? I'm sure it is. I'm not going to waste my time trying to do that, because it's just, yeah, that's just not worth my time. It is cool though. Oh, now which one of these? Is it this one that is tarmac? We believe it is. I think I can change tyres on my car when I'm in. Okay, race super hard tyres. Yes. Okay. To Paris we go, and this should do the job here. If we were winning, if we were winning races with the NSX, we damn well should be winning races with a full-on tarmac rally car now. I vaguely remember this circuit. I wonder if Bob could do this. Do we reckon? Do we give Bob a try with the reverse round here? Maybe we do. Maybe we let Bob. Maybe we let Bob out of the penalty box and see what he makes of the Stratos. It's much nicer on the slick, and because we've got race tyres and the cars are against us, just normal road cars. A little cheap, maybe, but yeah. Oh, here we go. Everything is fine through here. This is actually a shorter. This is shorter than the other. I didn't realise how it's relatively short. Oh, can we not have Bob in these races? Oh, I thought we could, but apparently not. Damn it! Bob is not allowed. Bob is not allowed in the Lancia. No Bob shenanigans out here. We spent a lot of money on tyres that are. That is the slight outside, but yeah, spent a lot of money on tyres that we cannot use. Or we can use, but it's not worth it. Now, oh, that's a wall. Hello, it's fine. We just had to investigate it. We just have to make sure, checking, make sure they're solid and all that. That they've done a good job in putting the walls up. We did crash in. I think we crashed into a Peugeot barrier. Does that mean I'm going to get a Peugeot next? Are there any cool Peugeots in this game? And then I know there's a 206 RC. Are there any cool Peugeots? Maybe there's the race ones, the LMP ones, and or whatever category they were. Is there any other cool ones? Don't know. We will probably find out. Oh, there's a 205 T16. That would be helpful to get for the all-wheel drive car. Like, I'm not expecting to win a Peugeot, but oh. You never know. There we go. That's fine. I mean, as you would expect, now we've got actual grip going on. Stratos. Pretty good fun. There might be some European events I can now get away with this car. And being this is quite a cheat code, getting this car so early on in the game. So yeah, cannot complain. Oh, did they have 205? I think they had the 205 road car, but I guess, yeah, they probably have the Group B, the actual proper rally car as well. That would also make my life much easier. And what it's going to give me is a Citroen C3. I can just sense, you know, when you can say... we've been saying that, though. We've been saying that. The game has not been mean yet. No, that's fine. We got a little wobbly through there. Funnily enough, Paris was no problem for the Lancia. Norwegian fans say there's the 405 GTI in this game. I don't think so. What is it? The MI16 I always like as well. Is that 405? I think that was the 405. Yeah, I like that car. I like that car a lot. Is it the 309 GTI? Was it 309? I don't remember my Peugeots very well. I think it was a 309 GTI that was really cool. I don't remember. There's too many numbers. They're all quite similar and it's old, and you don't see them ever anymore. And there's about 3 of them left, and probably 2 are very rusty, which is a shame because they were, as well as Top Gear said, Peugeot made some very cool cars. You can put Bob in the car. Oh, okay, never mind. The option is there, but it doesn't let you do it. I thought they wouldn't have put the option there. Well, Bob, you've crashed the car before you've handed it over to me. Just do this straight into the wall there at that final corner. I've not even got control of the car yet. God damn it. This one slightly less easy to get past, but we will then immediately bomb it past into the next corner. Oh yeah, they do have the 406. Of course, I remember that one. That was a weird thing, but it was quite cool as a BTCC car. I think my tutor at college had a 406. One of the big engined 406s. I mean, I guess he was a mechanic, so he could fix it all the time when it broke down, but yeah. It's kind of cool, kind of interesting thing. Yeah, they're one of those strange things that I don't think I'd ever buy one. But they are interesting. But I just remember them as the highlighted green BTCC cars. They were quite cool. I can't remember if they were any good or not. I don't think we've got tie-dye around today. To tell us how they did. I don't remember whether they were good or not, but I just do remember them being a thing. First ever touring car race I went to was at Donington Park. I can't remember how old I was. I wasn't very old. And that was at the era where the 406 was racing and Van Muller was in a Vectra. That's that sort of era. Was it the Vectra or was it the Astras? It might have been the Astras, actually. May have been the Astras. I don't remember now. It was around that era. No. I'm amazed we got that stopped. I thought we were going to have a very big crash. Right, shall we have the old guessing game? What do you reckon we're going to get? I saw someone was saying an A2. Core reckoning an Audi A2. I'm still going for my MX-5 guess. But yeah, we will see. But yeah, do have a guess in the chat and let's see. If we could get a Buick Regal, I'd be really impressed. That'd be a really unlikely thing to end up. Be cool. Be cool to get the Regal. Oh, let's go slide about a bit. Blakey guessing the MG, of course, after we were talking about it a lot last time. Yes, it would be fitting to get the MG, really, wouldn't it? Hombo with the good old Flivver Model T. I would both be excited and sad if we won the Flivver, I'm not going to lie. that would both be a good and terrible thing all at once. Oh, that's a terrible line through there, but it's worked. We can't get a Reliant Robin. They do not exist in this game. Pontiac GTO would be fitting, seeing as I already have a Monaro. And what's the other Holden? I have a Monaro and a Commodore. We could get the 3-wheeled midget. That is true. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, so I really want a front-wheel drive, a good front-wheel drive, a good all-wheel drive, a good convertible, good K car would be nice. Surely it could meet one of those 4 criteria we are looking for. Come on, game. An RS200 would be lovely. Would not turn down an RS200 if you could give me that one game. RS200 rally car, but also very cool. It is. Oh, it's really cool again. It's no use, but really cool. It's not quite the right. I say they're not quite the right one. This seed is this. This selection of cars is astonishingly strong. Ford GT LM race car. That's pretty good. Why is it not? I thought this was going to be the when I saw the name for a split second, I thought it was going to be the cover car. What's that one? It was a Ford. It wasn't the RS200. Yeah, why is I'm gonna go off to the Ford dealership. Oh, is it Ford GT LM Race Car Spec 2? Is that the proper car? Oh god damn, I missed out. It's still very, very cool. Like, not gonna complain at all. But I am just now interested. I don't know whether it'd be under class, because classics doesn't just mean old. It just means special, maybe. Maybe it does just mean old. Oh, I don't even know where they are. Don't even know where to find the damn things. I'm going to not even worry about it, but there is other versions. So this is like the first spec. Can I use it for any? Okay, are there any beginner events I can cheese with a Ford GT race car? No. Unless if for some reason it counts as a Spider and or Roadster somehow. Yeah, like some cars don't appear in the dealership, so I guess that one there didn't. Where is 607 horsepower? Very quickly become my fastest car. That's cool. I mean, the Esprit was pretty rapid. This thing's, yeah, quite good. Let's go do the oil change. Jeff, you know what you need to do. Put the magic oil in the car. Give me more power. Even more power is the way to go. I mean, we can continue doing the special events with this car now, because I might as well. The tarmac special events we can do with this, because it's brutal. And job is done. So we can do. I've got all the licenses. We can do the intermediate events. I can just jump into them. That is no problem at all to do. There's no reason why it would count as a Spider or Roadster. And I guess it's on the wrong tyres. Is it a lightweight K car? No. Funnily enough, it isn't. Who would have thought? Professional events. Does it qualify for any of these? It could go in there. I just need to put it on standard tyres. Okay, that's a champ. Tuning car prize. Okay, I mean, it could do a lot of these things. Well, I'm not going to do these events. I'm not going to do the long championships. It can do them. Surprisingly, it fits into more than I was expecting. I mean, it can go into there. It could go into there. Production car, not a production car. And it's not a muscle car. Interesting. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Rally. or the dirt, sorry, that's dirt. That's dirt. That's wet. Are there special wet tyres in the game? I don't really know if this is going to work or not. But we'll try it. We will see and hope and pray, possibly, that it can do it. I feel like we're in just about as good a position as the Elise. I guess we've got a lot of power compared to the Elise. Possibly a bit less power is not a bad thing in the damp. I'm hoping we're not on just solid slicks. I don't quite know how the rain works with this. I mean, yeah, this is a full-on race car, so we should do pretty well, let's face it. And away we go with the Ford. I mean, it's not... I say it's not too bad. We have still got the traction control on, which will help immensely. It's got enough grip that we can do this. So this is actually a really easy event to win a car. It's only 2 laps around here. That is very straightforward. God, this thing is... I say it's very straightforward. Don't. Commentators curse. It's far too powerful today. How fast can we go down the back straight at Tsukuba and then probably visit the gravel trap immediately? That's fine. I mean, we are almost doing sub 1 minute laps at Tsukuba in the rain. This is not quite right, but never mind, it's fine. Be at least not quite going to stand a chance. Even Bob couldn't mess this race. I'd actually maybe don't say that, because Bob finds a way, doesn't he? Bob would still be stuck trying to find a way to overtake me at least. This level of performance difference, pretty straightforward. I guess I did see it was just like this race and only this one, so I guess we can go for the guess what I'm going to win again? I think I only have to do 2 laps and I win another car, which is very exciting. Will the game continue to lavish us with interesting things? Still wanting something all-wheel drive or something good for... We keep getting really cool mid-engined rear-wheel drive stuff, which is good, but... yeah, I do need some variety game, although now you're going to punish me with terrible garbage. Just, yeah, something not rear-wheel drive would be pleasant. I would be happy with that. Just yeah, something... An R32, either a Golf or a Skyline. I'd be happy with an R32. PT Cruiser, quite likely, let's face it. We have ridden our luck. We have had all of the luck for about 5 Gran Turismo streams worth of races here. 300ZX LM I would love, but it would be really useless, but it would be really cool. Come on, game, what are you going to give me? It is... It is the V8 Supercar! This is ridiculous. It's so cool, but also, what are you doing, game? This is the best seed. This is literally the best seed I could ask for. This is the Australian seed. That's what it is. It's just wanted to give me all of the Australian cars. Well, I mean, I like it. When I saw a Falcon, I just assumed it was the road-going one. But no, it's given me the actual proper V8 Supercar. Oh, that's really cool. It's front-engine rear-wheel drive. It's still completely useless. Well, Ford, you were fun for 1 race. Now I'm going to go and get into... And the Ford is probably faster. However, it's not a V8 supercar, so it's therefore going to lose. Like, if you give me the option... Well, actually, about the same sort of power. I would imagine this is lighter? I don't know, actually. You give me the option of a V8 supercar... Or admittedly, the Ford G is very cool, but it's just not at V8 supercar levels of cool. So, yeah. Right. To the auto shop. Right. I cannot believe, of all the cars in this game, I cannot believe it has given me the V8 Supercar to complete the Australian car. I think I have all the Australian cars in the game now. I don't actually know if there are any Australian cars left. But Jeff will work their magic with the oil. There we go. We have super oil in our car. Oh, there are a couple of road-going Falcons. Okay, we're not quite finished the Australian collection yet, but... now, I'm going to... I don't know whether there'll be any... I was wondering whether there was any events that could fit. There's a question I hadn't thought of. Will Australian Fords fit in with American Ford events? Will it let it... Oh, there aren't any anyway. Never mind. Worth a thought. Worth a thought. Did not happen. I guess there's no real Australian events. There's not really any events this thing can run in outside. Well, I'm going back. This is going remarkably well, so we're going back over here for more of these. I feel like the V8 Supercar should probably be able to do the normal ones. Let's go to Paris, because it's a short race. Shorter race. It's 3 laps around here. We'll see what the V8 Supercar can do. Okay, we should still win this one quite comfortably. Like, the Evo 6 is a truly glorious car, and do not get me wrong, it will be my favourite of the Evos, but it isn't a match for a full-on race car. So, yeah. We will, goodbye to you. Ooh, the brakes are good. Having had the NSX that... I mean, I'm not going to say the NSX was bad under braking. I think that's just going quite quickly. But yeah, having had the NSX that was not great, to suddenly go to this definitely feels better than the GT as well. Maybe it's on better tyres or something. But this thing is rapid and quite easy to drive quickly. I have a feeling quite a lot of my game is... Well, I got to say quite a lot of my game is going to be driven with this, and this is when we win the bloody Minolta Toyota, was it? I just remember the livery. I remember the livery more than the car. Actually, that might be the... Oh. Okay, there's a question. Are there any other cars in which the livery is more memorable than the car? Because now I've started... Okay, weird train of thought, but let's go for it. That Minolta LMP, I think it's a Toyota. I think it could be a Nissan. I know I could picture the livery, but I cannot tell you what car it's on. Yeah, are there any other race cars in which the livery is more memorable than the car? Here's a question. Came to the asymmetrical bar. I guess I don't know whether I ever really count Formula 1 cars, because Formula 1 cars are quite I say quite samey, but yeah, I don't know whether I ever really count Formula 1 cars a little bit in that one, because if you took the liveries off them and parked them next to each other, I don't think I'd be able to tell, because I know there would be differences, but I'm just not that observant of the fine details of them, I guess. Like, you took the livery off of Ford Falcon and parked it next to a Commodore, I would be able to tell you the difference between the pair of them quite easily. But yeah, the Halfords Hondas. I mean, I guess they had a lot of different Hondas though, over the years. Yeah, I don't know. Someone, Sam is saying about the Silk Cut. I mean, the Silk Cut Jaguars are definitely the ones everyone remembers. Other teams may have ran them But yeah, the only one you remember is the Silk Cut one. Although you do remember that it was a Jag that ran that livery. I guess there's also, well, the way I'm thinking about it is the I don't know much about modern endurance racing, let alone 80s and 90s endurance racing. So I wouldn't remember the cars from it. Whereas, although I guess the Jag is from that era. But yeah, I guess I remember the brand associated with that. I don't know. Maybe it's just my memory's funky with some of the old cars. I just do remember that particular vehicle. So there we go. I'm liking this car. This car is fantastic. Who would have thought I would be? I would have been. So we have had 3 race cars in a row. Like I can't. You can't really complain. Actually, yeah, Caleb makes a good point. The Rexy would be the modern equivalent. And the other one I was thinking of, is it Spike, the Dragon one? I know of the Dragon LMP2 car. I'm pretty sure it's Spike. I always want to call it Spyro, and it's not, because I'm presuming that's copyrighted. But I always remember that. I don't know what team it is, and I mean, I think the LMP2 cars are all the same anyway now, but I don't know anything else about it other than it's a dragon-looking thing. But yeah, I guess Rexy would probably be a good modern. Like, people remember Rexy, but don't remember anything else about that about that team or about that car. I do have the Rexy Hot Wheels. I have it sat up in my display case at the moment, actually. It's very cool. It's very cool. But yeah. SVO Fanatic, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 16th month. A rolled car salute. Oh, we've got the Lancer rally car has come out to play again. But yeah, thank you, SVO, for the resubscription for the 16th month. A rolled car salute to you from chat. Asylum Escapee, thank you for the resub also for the 28th month. I say a big roll call salute. Thank you very much for the continued support. We're into the race. I will read in a minute. Don't really get a break around this circuit. Oh, I clocked the inside wall there. Bye. The Lancer is cool. The Lancer not going to stand a chance against this. Not really. We are, funnily enough, quite quick with this. We will have to see what we put Bob in charge of this car. He should be able to do some races now. It should be fast enough. Surely. Maybe Bob will get to have a go with the V8 Supercar. Ooh, depends on what we win. Depends on what we win in this, whether we are putting Bob in this, because it depends on what race we want to go and adventure into. But yeah, what is it Simon say? One of us will be very annoyed tomorrow come 7 PM. I hope it's you and all the other Chelsea supporters. I think Chelsea played Liverpool, aren't they? Well, I'm sure Chelsea could have managed to get someone sent off again. So it's who knows? Who knows? It's Chelsea are doing the Chelsea way of it all over the place. Occasionally brilliant, often terrible, and you never really know what's going to happen. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows what might happen tomorrow? We shall find out. Also, FailRace episode 500 this decade. Yeah, I can say with relative certainty that it'll happen this decade. I'm not going to say it's going to happen this year, but I'll say I'll say it'll happen this decade. Maybe I'll put it out on like New Year's. I mean, that's actually not the worst idea. Maybe that is when I will release it on New Year's Eve or something. That's not a terrible idea. It would need to be done by then, but you know, maybe we will see. Oh, there we go. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't really thought that far, massively ahead. But There we go. Yeah, it's Noodle Presser here. New Year's Eve, 2029. That's the one. Plenty of time. Plenty of time to be getting that one sorted out. Hello, Dagon. He's just wandered under the desk and has poked a head out and then wandered back again. Oh! Dagon has now jumped on the back of the chair. You know, Dagon, it's much lighter when you do it than when Eve does it. When Eve does it, it like pulls the chair back. When Dagon does it, it makes very little difference. What are you doing, Kim? I think she's chasing a fly or something. She stood on a Lego box looking at the Hot Wheels cars, which is a dangerously expensive collection of trouble. And she's left that now. She's now standing in front of the screen. Well, that's how. Oh no, you've wandered off again. What? You've just turned up to wander around my desk and then leave. Nah. Thanks. You do you. She's. I don't know where she's gone. She's not jumped on. Have you gone to Simric? Can't see her. No, I think so. Yep, she's gone onto the Simric now. She's just playing the floor is lava. Oh, and she's come back again. Hello. Dagon, are you going to bring me more luck? Are you going to bring me some car luck? What are we going to win this time? I'm still expecting an MX-5. Hoping for a good all-wheel drive car. Could you give me a 205 T16 rally car, please? That would be good. I mean, I'd take the Gary as well if you fancy giving me the Gary. That would be cool. Rally Gary was all right. We're going to find out. Integra Touring car would be cool. They're front-wheel drive, right? So I could actually do that event. Core, I think of it, saying, "Hi Dagon, do you love the Mazda Demio too?" So will Alex get a four-wheel drive rally car tonight? I don't know. I'd like a rally car. I'm not really holding out a huge amount of hope, if I'm being honest, because we've got 3 stunning cars in a row. I feel like surely we can't get another. Where are you going, Dagon? You're just pondering around the desk. It looks like you're going to cause trouble. Anyway, it is. It's the first garbage car of the night. Oh no. It's a 2CV. It is front wheel drive. Will go and sit in the garage and never be used. Oh, dearie me. It is fitting to win the 2CV in Paris, isn't it? Dagon, what are you up to? Oh, you fat... No, Dagon, leave that wire alone. You can't play with that. That's the headset wire. Bloody hell. Far too French, that one. Right. I wonder if... No, wait, that's down to the hard. We don't want those yet. Tsukuba in the wet. This should be another relatively quick race. 3... Wow. 3 laps! Whatever will we do? Admittedly, they might have all-wheel drive, which would possibly suck. I guess we'll find out what we're racing. Please. Okay, that actually works for me pretty well. This is sort of the ideal car for us to go up against. Big, powerful, less sophisticated, maybe not quite the right way to call it, but it's like my car. It probably will be faster in a straight line than the V8 Supercar, but it shouldn't have anywhere near the grip of the Australian machine. Right, let's go. And bye. We can run away from the McLaren SLR quite quickly. It will have less downforce than that. I don't know how much downforce this generation of V8 Supercar has. I know the modern ones don't have very much. I seem to remember the drivers are complaining. Well, not complaining, but commenting on it. I don't know if some were complaining about it, but yeah, modern V8 Supercars don't actually have that much. But either way, this will have more than the SLR. Yeah, there might be a 2CV race. Wouldn't surprise me if there was. Hello, Dagon. What are you up to? You just look mischievous tonight. I don't know if you are trying to be mischievous or what, but you really you are giving me that mischievous impression. You've now gone from climbing over the desk to climbing over me. I would give you a fuss if you've now decided to sit on my knee. Well, that's fine. I don't mind at all. You know, it's cute. If you want to like curl up and go to sleep like Eve does, that's also fine. It just does rely on you getting comfy. Oh. And now she's headbutting. If the microphone suddenly cuts out, it's because a kitten is headbutting it. When I say that, she's like over 2 years old. She's still the size of a kitten and acts like one. So, therefore, she shall be forever called one. She was being chased around by Cass this morning, which was quite funny. As it's unlike him to instigate chasing, like play fighting, nothing serious. But yeah, it's unlike Cass to be the lunatic. Alright, we have got one lap to go. I just look at the lap time. See, this feels faster. I think the Ford GT was a little quicker around here than the V8 Supercar, and that surprised me because this feels quicker. Now, the Ford, I'm pretty sure I got the Ford down to like a 103. I'm not going to say this has been my best ever driving, but the Ford wasn't either. So it surprises me because this does feel significantly better than the Ford. However, the Ford had a bit more, like, the Ford had more power, but this feels a lot nicer to drive. So I would have thought that would have counted. This doesn't mean a great lap either. Would have thought that would have more than made up for it. But maybe it's just one of those, like, this might feel nice to drive, doesn't mean it is, kind of thing. That does happen with some cars. Who knows? The traction control is going pretty mad with this one. Maybe that's hindering it putting power down or something. I don't know. We are quite nicely. It is going to be time to guess what will the prize car be. Come on, game. All-wheel drive. Good all-wheel drive. Good front-wheel drive. Would be nice. I'd take a K car or I'd take a convertible. Like that's what we're going for. But like good versions of, please. We do want good versions of. Like 2CV was front wheel drive. I guess you listened a little bit in that part, but it is of no use. Beetle would be very fitting. An Evo, I'd be very happy with an Evo, to be honest. If the game wants to give me, if it wants to give me an Evo 4 or an Evo 6, then would be my two favourite Evos. Subaru 360 time. Not impossible. You know, that is definitely plausible here. I mean, PT Cruiser is always a potential. You never know. Come on, game. What is it going to be? What is this? What is this spawning of cars? Holy crap. I mean, it's another mid-engined rear-wheel drive monster that is of very little use at this particular moment in time, but very, very cool. Yeah. You are neither front-wheel drive nor all-wheel drive or particularly helpful for the events I have been running in. But it is really cool. There is a supercar event it can run in. There are events it can run in. I do think a lot of the events it could run in, I can just run with the Ford race car. I guess this can run in like European events. It's very cool. You know, not going to lie, very, very cool indeed. Thank you for the bounty of wonderful vehicles. You've still not quite given me what I'm looking for, but do we try? I mean, we can run this one. I'm hoping this is still 2 laps. It might be 3. I'm lazy. I want to go. This one here will be 2 laps. I think this doesn't go above 2 laps, if I remember. No, it does go 3 laps. I could have sworn this stayed at 2 laps. Maybe it was just the first round gave you a good car. Don't remember. Fine. We'll go here. And yeah, we'll stick with this. This should not be a problem. I mean, the problem is going to be me crashing, which is always the problem. Because yeah, it is. I mean, it's a narrow course, but we have slicks. We're against an Evo that doesn't. So You know, we're against an Evo that doesn't have slick tyres. We have far more power and far more grip. The Evo's only advantage is all-wheel drive, which is not going to be enough to save it here. We can dive past. I'm going to give it a little bit of a brake check there while completing the manoeuvre. Oh. This will be quite the experience, having gone from driving an NSX around here at the start of the stream to driving this monster. Oh, this will, be able to be much braver, and the brakes will be powerful. I think after this, well, depends on what we win. I may step away from the special condition events and have a go at a normal event. See what ones we can get into. Maybe we'll even let Bob have a drive. It has been a while since we have, but it's been a while since Bob has done any good. He had one brief outing with the NSX, but it wasn't a long enough race to really showcase his skills, you know? So if we can find an event that we can cheese with my now vastly superior collection of cars. I like this. Like the fun of the random sort of generation of prize cars is, especially if you're playing it like as I'm doing here with the whole I'm not going to buy any cars kind of thing, is you end up playing through the game in a slightly different way. I have made it a million times easier for myself than I ever intended it to be, because we're winning like we should not have access to. I don't know when the V8 Super... Can you buy this one or do you win this one? I don't know when you have access to it, but... Yeah. You would probably not be getting cars this good for a while. And we have absolutely cheesed our way into this one. Oh, I was about to record, I think the bit saying Bob has two skills, both the butt snips. Now that is true. Bob is very good at them. That's his specialty right there, is crashing into cars that are very easily avoidable. Yeah, Bob's an interesting racer to hand over the car to. It was a fun part of Gran Turismo 4 when I was a kid playing this game, and it is entertaining to see what the AI get up to now. Is much nicer, much more fun to drive on the full slicks, funnily enough. Who would have thought? Oh, that's going to be way too late. No, got away with it. Did slightly kiss the wall on the way past, or more likely smack the wall quite hard to lose a bunch of momentum. That's going to be the edge of the wall. Too brave. Thankfully, the 5-second penalty isn't going to matter whatsoever. We are so far out ahead that we can just boot it and weave our way between the buildings. Quite difficult going over that crest when you can't see a thing. The third-person camera is almost a bit too close. Can't see anything, and yeah, you're just sort of guessworking it a bit. There's a little bit of a bump on the wall. Wonder whether you can be flat down there, maybe. Not quite brave enough to go for it. Might end up having a spin. Okay, we hit a wall, we had a penalty. The Evo's actually done an admirable job, considering what it's up against. Like, it's not fallen as far back as it could have done. And being braver through, like, this section here, I'm going to guess. I mean, it's one of those, like, YouTube clickbait videos. If you put a professional driver in an Evo and you put me in a V8 Supercar, who could get it around a circuit? Like, I mean, I would end up stuffing the V8 Supercar at a wall, probably. But yeah, how faster a car does it take for me to be able to beat a professional driver in just like a road-going Evo? Because, yeah, I mean, I reckon, like, on a track like this, especially, on a big circuit, probably be a different story. But on a track like this, let's say me or someone like me, you just wouldn't be able to even remotely extract the V8 Supercar's performance. And a pro in an Evo could extract a huge amount of it. Because I've played a lot of racing games and you know, raced karts and everything, but it's very different. It's very different in a V8 Supercar. It'd be way more different, especially on a really difficult track. You just wouldn't. Well, I wouldn't have the confidence to go for it. I think on a big track it would be a lot different. Because like on a big circuit, you would have. Actually, you'd have more confidence. You'd have more margin for error as well. And trying to get to the limit would be easier because you could. I think just on a track like that. That is a genuinely interesting question. Anyone with a V8 Supercar wants to find out? Let's do it. I promise I'd try not to crash it. Honest. Because I think a complete rookie, complete inexperienced driver would really, really struggle to get any speed out of a V8 Supercar. There you have it. The cats have settled. Well, Dagon's adventures have come to an end. She's just had a look around the office. She's sat down on the cat tree and is having a clean. I'm not going to be able to get past you down here, are we? Now, the best bet for overtaking, this bit here is literally about one car wide. They are sending that Evo. Is going to be on the exit of this hairpin, as we will be able to get the power down, and we should just run past in a straight line, and there we go. That's a big launch up there, but it's fine. Right, weave through this. But okay, the Evo sent it, and the Evo smashed the wall. The Evo is going for it in its pursuits of the Falcon. Anything better saying? I think pretty much all race cars are brutal, and complete novice would struggle with. To a point, yes. Although I do believe things like GT4, GT3 cars. I don't know what the rules are on GT3s these days about assists. Like ABS traction control. I don't know what the rules are on those machines. I think those are supposed to be actually quite they're easy to drive. They're not easy to drive or to get to the limit. They're very capable machines, but I don't think they're crazy difficult to actually drive. Now, I am not speaking with any experience of having driven them. It's just from what I have heard from people and from mechanics and stuff, that they aren't the worst. They're actually quite, I guess, approachable sort of machines, especially when you've got amateurs and so on racing them. I don't think they're too bad. I'm going to say that they're still fast cars, they're still tough cars and everything. Yeah. But I think they are actually not the most terrifying things in the world. So, that's got a little bit too deep into there. But things like the Group 5 cars, they were animals. And they're probably all turbo lag, to be honest. Modern race cars, probably not too bad. They're a bit more... they're a lot more sophisticated. The older race cars, they were all pretty nuts. Well, we like them, but yeah, they would not be easy to get in and drive. Yeah, as Kenny said, they have a lot of grip and I say not a lot of power. They have a lot of power, but they have more grip than power essentially. It's in some ways, which makes them a good class of racing really. Dagon has got off of her perch and she is playing with the track. Of course she is. That is to be expected. Right, we will head on to the final lap. What do we reckon? Are we going to finally get a car for the events that we want to be doing? Like, I would kind of like to complete beginner, or as many of the beginner events as I can. We do need something better than a Demio. Like, we really do. We really need something better than a Demio if we are going to make any progress. I say any progress. There are other events we can go into, but I would like to try and do that one. You know, make our way through. I know somebody was saying they were like hoping I'll win the List of Storm. I love the List of Storm. I would like to win that. It would be, again, not going to help with my requirements for cars I would like to win from the randomized prize pool. But I would be very happy to see a List of Storm turn up. It is one of my favourite race cars. It's also one of the best names ever for a car. It is just the coolest thing. So if I could win it, that would be good. If it could be in more games, that would also be good. I'm not sure that's likely to happen too much, which is a shame, because it was awesome. It continues to be. I was slightly sad I wasn't at Goodwood this year, because they had the List of Storm there, and I've never seen one. So, yeah, I should have gone this year. I mean, at least got to see the Shelby Daytona one year when I was there, but List of Storm would be another one that I would love to see run properly. And there we go. What will we win? What will we win? Come on, 4-wheel drive. Something good. 4-wheel drive, please. You can do this. You can do this game. It's gonna give me the Range Rover Evoque concept garbage, isn't it? It's technically all-wheel drive. It is. Well, it was going to happen at some point. It was always going to happen at some point. An MX-5 has arrived. Of course it has. A very, very yellow MX-5. I mean, it's certainly not bad. You can't go wrong with an MX-5. Yeah. It's not. I mean, it would fit in the Roadster event, but it won't be fast enough for that. I don't know whether it will fit in the. I doubt it will fit in the K-Car event. So I'm going to say it's probably not going to be of a huge amount of use. But it is cool that it's there. What have we got? So yeah, no front-wheel drive cars yet. No. We have got one for that, but it won't be capable of that yet. And let's go have a look at the professional events. Caleb, thank you. Saying, fun fact, the greenhouse of the List of Storm comes from a VW Corrado. Now, I'm going to presume that's a typo. Otherwise, I'm not sure. What's the greenhouse? Does the List of Storm do some gardening, maybe? Possibly? Does the Lister garden? I don't know. It's not impossible that it enjoys a spot of gardening, but still. Yeah. Okay, to say the roof line, basically. I've never heard it called that before. Do we send Bob out? Oh, wait, it's a championship. Greenhouse is the part from the doors up. Really? I've never heard it called that before. Huh. I guess it makes sense that there's a term for it. I mean, yeah. I know there are sometimes rules about bits being road cars, and I often that part. Wasn't it something like the Group 5 cars? Literally, that was all they shared with the road car, and everything else was silhouette, basically. I can't remember exactly. Like, I feel like there have been some prototype or some essentially silhouette cars that have got through by having those parts on them, basically. But yeah, I've never heard it called that before. It makes sense. Like, I was making a joke that it was some sort of typo, but it actually does make sense. I've just never heard it called that before. Well, there we go. I learned something new. I apologise for laughing, but yeah, have learned something new today. we will roll into this corner. The yellow bird, the rough is pretty fast. It's not going to be matching this. Oh, okay, turned in too soon. Don't remember this track. But I mean, I remember it existing, I just don't remember it goes. And I've got to turn in at some point down there, but we turned in little bit too soon. I'm surprised this event lets us get away with slick tyres, to be honest, with the cars we're up against. I don't know if they're running slicks, I assume not. Although it's like a tuning cup or whatever event, so it's sort of letting you run, I guess, quite heavily modified cars. They're cool vehicles. There doesn't really seem to be much in the way of regulations for this event, basically. Which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that when I've got a bunch of real high-end cars that wouldn't have a huge amount of use in a lot of events. So there we go. Someone in chat saying that Group 5 only had to use the roof or something. Yeah, like there's some. Oh yeah, I think it was. Someone said Group 5 had to have stock doors, hence the huge width disparity. That would make sense. So they probably had to use the standard like roof and doors. So that's why you got like the Zaxpeed Capri that. Well, all of them had like normal doors and these massive fenders at either side. Well, still doing exactly the same mistake there while I'm thinking about random old Group 5 cars. Yeah, that makes sense. It explains they're absolutely ridiculous. They were cool. They were very cool, of course. It explains the mad visuals of those with the massively wide fenders. But yeah, if there's a way for manufacturers to find a way to exploit the rules, I'm not going to say bend and break the rules, like they follow the rules, but yeah, if they're going to find a way to exploit them, they absolutely will. And yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, the modern rule books are much tighter, of course, but it is still fun when they get some of the sneaky bits through. The F duct is always entertaining to read or hear about, or any of the kind of sneaky ways around various rules. And they're like, no, I'm not going to turn in too soon here. Still turning a bit too soon. Oop. But we've made it work. This is a good fun track. I do like this one. Now, that's a little too brave through there. But we will have a nice easy victory. We're going to let Bob have a drive. We are going to give Bob a try, I think, with the V8 Supercar. Will Bob be able to beat, well, this rough sort of selection of cars? You would hope so, but it is Bob. Actually, do I trust Bob with a championship? Because these are a bit more difficult. Being a championship, it can't change cars in between, so this is... maybe we don't trust Bob straight away. Like, do we trust his Bobness to actually not mess this up? I guess if we try him in the second race, if he really messes it up, we will have... Oh, it's Fuji as well. I don't like Fuji. Oh, go on, Bob. You've got this. You've got this. In theory, Bob should be much faster than the opposition. But should is... you know what Bob's like here. Let's never discount Bob's ineptitude. Past the Nissan. Oh, he might be first by turn 1. No, you pulled back in. Why did you pull back in? You were literally alongside the rough there, and you've now gone and been a bit silly. You're allowing the rough back alongside Bob. Do better. What are you doing? You're going to get dive bombed. by a rough if you're not careful. You're trying to do the spectacular around the outside of the yellow bird. I mean, it's sort of worked. Getting there. We are up. Bob is at least up into seconds. If it all does go horribly wrong, it's still a second place. But we should be getting past. Oh, I think we might just outrun the yellow bird. Hey! Bob is into the lead of the race. I'm gonna put you just steady. Easy does it, Bob. No need for heroics. No adventures in gravel traps that I would normally be doing. Just nice and calm to the finish line here. It looked like the Porsche was flashing its lights. I don't think they can do that, but I was messing around on Race Room the other day, and I was driving some of the World Touring cars, and they will actually like flash the lights at you when they're behind you, which is quite funny to see from the AI. I'm sure other games have had it. That's the first I've really noticed it with the touring cars when they were behind you. They were quite insistent with their flashing of lights. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying the Aston Martin V8 Vantage that appears in Johnny English Strikes Again is Rowan Atkinson's actual car. Outside of his Skoda Superb Daily, it's the car he's done the most amount of miles in, which is why he wasn't fussed about it being driven in the film. Yeah, like, he drives his cars. He drives his high-end supercars and whatnot, including, well, I mean, most famously the McLaren F1 and everything, which, yeah, is really cool. I mean, he's crashed the F1. I guess the thing with like that, the McLaren, it's so valuable that it's always worth fixing. And if you've got, the money like he does, you can fix it. But yeah, I say that fair enough to him on that one. It's good to see them, being used, being driven. I think I saw somewhere. I don't even know what it was. It might have been on Instagram when I was just flicking through it yesterday. There was like someone who bought two brand new Porsches. I think one was a GT2. I don't know what the other one was. And they were just parked in storage with like 2 miles on them. And like that's just sad. It's just such a shame. It's such a shame to have cars like that. I can understand why it's done. I do get it. It's just I'm also sad by the fact that it is done. Jay Leno is also another one who drives a lot of his cars. It's I can appreciate them as some of them as almost like artwork, etc. But you got to be able to have a bit of fun with them as well. I mean, hell, I used to daily drive an RS6, and it's expensive to do it, but it can be done. I know they're a little bit more sensible, although it is essentially just a supercar dressed up as an estate car, which is a bit mad, really. Oh, hello, Eve. What are you up to? Oh, you won't have seen it. You won't have heard it, but Eve was moving around. Dagon just moved and headbutted the sim rig. Because she didn't realise it was there. Dagon, you're all right. She's still going to chase after the Eve. No, she's fine. She's obviously fine. She's chasing after the Eve. Bob is going to take victory, a comfortable victory for Bob and his V8 Supercar. There we go. Used to. I mean, I have the Jag now. That is the more often used daily drive car, and the Audi is still broken. So it's the Audi needs to go to the garage. The problem is I don't know exactly how much it's going to cost. Well, the Audi isn't immobilized. It just had an engine light come on. I think it blew a turbo pipe off or got a hole in one, and essentially the Fury is coming along, and it keeps getting closer. Latest slight problem that has been rectified was needed a new fan and it was overheating, and they had to sort of rewire and a new fan and everything, which not a massive problem, just something that needed doing. And the slight problem I have at the moment is I don't want to go and put the RS6 in the garage to get fixed. Fine, it's more expensive than I'm expecting, and have the Fury. Basically, I don't want all the car builds to happen at once. And with the Fury on the verge, the Fury at a point of being, I say, very close. It's just, yeah, it's at an awkward stage where I'm trying to not again have all repair bills coming at once because it's real bad. So yeah, the Jag is very much the daily car, and that makes sense. That's kind of the point of it, really. But yeah, especially now with yeah, too much fun in Scotland was had. Basically, is what did the Audi in. It was worth it, but a bit too much fun caused. I think a turbo pipe somewhere. I've had it happen before with it, so yeah. It's just another thing to add. I think it's a simple fix. I'm hoping it's a simple fix and better not be another engine out job. It's had too much of that. Pengies, how large is the boat that your Fury's mechanic is paying with the repair? Honestly, the Fury has been expensive to fix. The RS6 is more expensive. Like a lot of the difficulty with the Fury is not. It's not actually been the work on it. It has been sourcing bits for it, because it's an old American car, which means parts are hard to come by. But being a much older vehicle, it is much easier to work on, much simpler. So yeah, there is that. I mean, like when they were, this latest thing they were putting a new fan in, and so the email I got from them was, "Oh, there's tons of space in here, so we can just shove a new fan in front. It's no problem." Like you try to do that in the RS6, and the engine's got to come out to put a new fan in, probably. Knowing my luck with that, God knowing how that car's packaged. So yeah, it's like everything's so easy on the older cars, and they can like fabricate whatever they need for bits, and there's space to fabricate things, and yeah, it's great. But Noodlebrain asking who has the bigger motor, the Fury mechanic or the RS6? The RS6 mechanic, probably. Yeah, but it's probably quite close. The amount I've spent on both of them in different ways. Like, no, I think the RS6 would still win. The Furies has been a lot longer process, but I think still the RS6 has been more expensive to keep. I say keep live. I've had some misfortune with it, but it is also like it's done over 100,000. I've not done all 100,000, of course, but it's done over 100,000 miles with a V10 supercar. Essentially, it's going to need some work at some point. So yeah, but it hasn't sat in a garage in a collection never being used, so there is that. There is that. I have definitely made the most and had fun with the big V10 estate car. We are across the line, and we have taken another victory in this one. Yeah, I mean, as Chris said, at least it didn't break down while we were in Scotland. With it being 270 for a single tyre on a Skoda, I would have been screwed. Would not have been. I don't know where the nearest, because it would have to have gone to an Audi. Without as many Audi specialists you could have taken it to, so it had to have gone to an Audi dealer, and then it's sad times indeed. Audi dealers are expensive. I mean, the Audi specialist is expensive enough, but let alone the dealers. I've had to go to Audi once, because the one thing the specialists, at least the specialist I use, can't do is the suspension, because it's got like the fancy electric suspension, and to replace the dampers. They need to like balance it. I don't know. I can't remember the exact details, but yeah, essentially you need a fancier machine to do it, and most specialists don't even bother getting the machine because it's such a rare job that it's not worth paying the cost for the machine for the few people that need it a year. So that one I had to go to Audi for. That one hurt. That they will have. Oh, we've got a fun circuit. It will be a fun circuit with the V8 Supercar. El Capitan is a quick track here, and we will go soaring past the collection of I don't know whether the Yellow Bird or is it CTR2 maybe? Oh god. There's clonking of cats. The cats are on one. It's a little bit early for your midnight zoomies. Yeah, it's a little bit early for their midnight zoomies. Dagon has a habit of getting the mega zoomies at around 11 o'clock. Although they do sometimes chase each other around the house through the day. Both of them were asleep in here during the start. Well, points in this stream. But now they've both woken up. And it is just full-on cat racetrack time. Maybe if they have... No, Dagon, not the laptop. Could you get off that, please? Dagon. Oh, you can't do anything about it because you're not paying attention. That means the clonking going on downstairs is Eve. Dagon, what are you doing? Oh. No, the clonking isn't Eve. Eve is up here. That's why Dagon's on the laptop, because Dagon's contemplating jumping onto Eve, basically. What is the clonking I can hear downstairs? I wonder if I've got a door slightly... might have got a window on... Or either that or the dog's... Actually, the dog might be chewing on something and it's like pushed up against the skirting board, and that might be what's making the clonking sound. That would make sense. It's either that or like a door slightly flapping somewhere. I don't think we're going to have a big enough lead to pit and let Bob drive this one, I'm afraid. I don't think we're going to be able to do that here. I mean, we'll have a good lead, but I don't know if we'll have that big of a lead. We've had our own adventures on this lap. Well, I had like a weird brake lock up there, but it kind of helped yank the car around, so well, that worked surprisingly well. Here we go. It's fine. We're going to try and explore less of the circuit. That means you, Dagon, behave and don't distract me. You still sat on my laptop. Damn it. I mean, I guess if I'd been smart, I would have put the laptop away so you couldn't stand on it, but, you know, well, you could just be well behaved and not. That's possible. I mean, Chris say, "Oh, you're being burgled." I mean, possible, but Apollo would be loud. People I want in my house, he will still bark at a lot. So he is like. Apollo is a very, very good doorbell. So I have like one of the ring doorbell cameras, right? They're great and everything. However, I have quite on the regular, if somebody is at my door and they ring the doorbell, Apollo will let me know they are there before the phone notification comes in. Apollo is a very good doorbell. You do not really need a ring doorbell when Apollo, because he will let you know that someone is there. Which is helpful. We'll go on random tangent, that I will not be I don't know what it's like in other countries. The English watching will know and be frustrated about this, right? So I have, on my house, I have the doorbell that I say came with the house, right? There was a doorbell there that still very much works. I have then added a ring doorbell to the house, and I have a dog. So I am guaranteed to be informed by somebody there. Still, the bloody postman and delivery drivers choose to knock very quietly on the door. Now, this house is a 3-story house. If I'm upstairs, for whatever reason, and you decide to very lightly knock on the front door, if it wasn't for the dog, I'm not going to hear it. Sometimes the dog is upstairs with me and doesn't hear it. Like, I don't understand why they have such a difficult time of using one of a plethora of options for, you know, how to knock on the door. There's literally 2 doorbells you can choose from. They still choose to knock badly as well. It's not like if they're not properly on the door, I don't mind that too much. I don't know why you wouldn't use the multiple bell options that are there, but it's, yeah. It's really frustrating. Because then I end up having to sit watching my bloody phone if I'm expecting a delivery to try and catch them in case they bloody don't do it properly. But yeah, that's very nice. There's plenty of delivery people don't really want to answer. Like, I don't mind if they leave, like Amazon or whatever will leave a parcel by. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that when I'm in. It's more annoying if I'm not. I don't know if I ever said this. I don't know if I ever talked about this on stream or on a video or whatever. Not sure. I did have one of the stupidest ones of those. So it was, I think it was for BenQ. So I've done various sponsored videos for them. In fact, both the monitors I have on my desk at the moment are BenQ monitors, fantastic monitors. They have been very, very kind in sending me monitors every so often, and you know, I've done sponsored videos and whatnot, and I'm always happy to work with them, always happy to get the monitors. I can't remember which one it was, but I was doing a sponsored bit for them, and they were sending me a new one, and these are not small. These, I think both of the ones I've got at the moment are 32. They're 32-inch monitors. One's a widescreen, one's a normal one. Like, these are big monitors. They come in a big box. And I was out at the time they delivered this one, and they literally just left a massive monitor box on my front door. Now, where I live now is actually a bit, like, it's a lot more difficult to see the front door from, like, any road or whatever. It's a little bit set back. Where I used to live, you could very easily see the front door. And they just left a massive monitor box. And bear in mind, this wasn't just like a cardboard box. It's just a normal big brown cardboard. No, it was like it had all like it was just like the brand, like the box you would buy it from the shop in. So it had all the logos and the graphics or whatever on it. It was very clearly what was inside the box. Just left there on the front door. It happened to be that I wasn't out for that long, so it hadn't been sat there that long. But A, this is England and it rains, and B, you've left like it's about like a 500 quid monitor on the door. That's, yeah. That one was annoying. Thankfully, nothing bad happened, and but still, very stupid. I'm surprised it wasn't some sort of like tracks delivery, but random complaining about deliveries over for today. Yeah, it's not great. I was going to say, I was going to parcel in the bin as a safe place, which was out in the street with the bin there to come as I was at work. Oh God. That's quite impressive. I've not had that one. I have not had that one before. To be fair, I've never had it put in. I've had it like put behind the wheelie bins or like alongside them. That has happened on the semi-regular. That's fine. Again, where I live with where I store the bins, that's actually a pretty good option in terms of a place to put it. But yeah, inside, what possesses you to think inside a bin? Especially if they are, clearly going out. But even if they aren't clearly going out, what possesses you to think that's a good place to put? Yep, that is honestly impressive. Well done. That is quite a difficult one to top. Anybody said, Mum had a delivery which was supposedly left in a hedge. It was not. She found it up a tree in the garden 3 weeks later. I mean, that's also pretty good. That's also pretty good. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think the vast majority of... Like, we're laughing about the outliers. The vast majority of stuff I've had delivered I've had absolutely no problem with. And like, percentage-wise, with the amount of success or problem-free stuff, it vastly outweighs. But you just do remember the really, really silly and stupid ones that go on sometimes. I did have a remote control buggy delivered to like completely the wrong house. That was not ideal. Trying to figure out where that one went, because that thing wasn't cheap. And yeah, it just got delivered to completely wrong address. I think the delivery driver just didn't know where, couldn't figure out where I lived, and just decided any house will do, and then ran away. But yeah, that one not ideal. Those are probably the worst, most of the time. Most of the time, no problem, but also, to be fair, most of the time I work from home, so I end up taking in deliveries for everybody around where I live. Like, my neighbour got... I don't actually know what day... Relatively recently, I'm guessing my neighbour ordered a new laptop, because I think I was waiting for a delivery of some sort as well, so I was keen to answer the door, and... Yeah, they just were like, oh, your neighbour's not there, can you take this? Sure. And yeah, it's just it wasn't a crazy fancy laptop, but again, because it was all like an Acer branded box or whatever. But yeah, sure, I'll just take the random laptop from my neighbour. But because I work from home, I end up taking parcels for everybody in the bloody local vicinity. Right, we have one at Tsukuba. And I think is this the final race or is there one more? I now do not know. It's the final race. Hey, what are we going to win here? Come on, game. Give me something good. Four-wheel drive or front-wheel drive? Just a good four-wheel drive or a good front-wheel drive car, please. You can do this game. You've got this. You've got this. It is an all-wheel drive, I think. This is the proper GTR, isn't it? There are a lot of rear-wheel drive. There are a lot of rear-wheel drive Skylines in the game, but we have now got an all-wheel drive machine that's probably a bit better than the Legacy. I will happily accept an R32 Skyline. Cool. That will do nicely. That is off to the upgrade. We've got enough money that we can go to the upgrade shop and give it the vehicle a little bit of tuning, put on some dirt tyres, and see what it will do. Where is it gone? I don't quite know how this... Oh, it's been sorted by power now all of a sudden. Oh, we could do the 2CV Championship. I don't know how many races are in the 2CV Championship. If it's only like one, I'd be tempted. Let's go modify a Skyline. Oh no, wait, hold on. If we're Blitz do so. If we're going to modify, I've got to go to Mines, surely. Because I don't actually know what... Is it an R34 Mines Skyline? Yeah, I was going to say, that's the one I was thinking of. Although I guess the Evo 6 makes sense as well. Right. Things to do. Lighten it is a good step. I don't know whether... I don't know how much it's going to need to be competitive, considering it will be all-wheel drive against a rear-wheel drive car. I mean, we could maybe I'll spend a little bit more money on this. We're going to give it some brakes, and then I'm going to whack a big turbo on it, or bigger turbo on it. This one. Maybe. How much power does that give it? Quite a lot. Do I need that much? Do I need that much? Probably. I should realise that's cheaper than the Stage 4. Why does that work? Why does that work like that? That shouldn't make any sense. Oh, is it slightly less power but better? No, it's more power. 563 to 559. Ah, you know what? Let's make it silly. Oh, okay. The original is a tuning company special one. Cool. Right. Stop farting about. Jeff! We know what you need to do. Sort the oil out on my rally car. Oh, wait. Do we have any funky wheels we can put on it? Let's see. Any exciting, silly wheels? Do we have the demon wheels? I miss the demon wheels for my cars. No. I think I put some Mercedes wheels on it. They are all quite disappointing, although they are quite silly. Are they Corvette? Like C1, C2 Corvette wheels, maybe? Is that the Gary's wheels? Maybe. That looks like a Lotus badge of some sort. And there are some Steelies. But yeah, nothing really all that exciting. I say nothing all that exciting. Like, oh, there's the Honda, like a K car maybe. But yeah. No, the demon wheels are very specific ones. I can't remember what they're from. Is it a Camaro or a Firebird or something? Very, very specific ones that I say you'd know them when you see them. Oh wait, I didn't actually do what I meant to do when I went in here. Jeff, do the thing. You know the drill. Caleb, thank you for the bits. The best delivery story I know is 25 years ago. My parents ordered a fancy bin from Lakeland that was sent by a local courier that was notorious for issues. When it didn't show up, they complained and got Lakeland sent a replacement for free. The original bin then turned up 6 months after it was ordered. Jeez. Oh, yeah. That system has got a little bit awry somewhere along the line there. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. I don't think I've ever had... I did have... I mean, I say it's not quite that one. I remember one time, and this was not a... I say it was not like I say not delivery. I ordered Subway. I was having that delivered, and ordered it, and it didn't turn up. I'm trying to remember exactly how. Basically, I'm pretty sure I was ordering Subway and ordered it, and it was like an Uber Eats one, and it just didn't turn up. So after a while, it was like, right, okay, this is just clearly not working. I'll get a refund and order it again, because I still needed lunch on this day. So got a refund, like cancelled the order, got a refund, whatever it was, however it worked. And I got my money back, however I did it, I don't remember. And then proceeded to reorder the food. And when it did then turn up a little while later, I basically got a double order. It's like the courier had picked up both, or like obviously one order the original one had been completed, but never sent out for whatever reason. So when the courier came to pick up the second one, seeing as it was going to the same place, they just picked up both. So I got double Subway for two for the price of one, basically. On that one, that was weird. Haven't had that happen since. But yeah, free Subway, not bad. Oh, that's very sideways. It's okay. We're just adventuring a little bit with the Skyline. It is much better than the Delta. Oh, it's much faster than the Delta. I possibly should have put this on rally suspension. I do realise I have just put it on off-road tyres and said that'll do, which in reality would, I suspect the suspension would be crying very quickly, especially what we're about to do. Wouldn't like this. Something would go crunch, and that would be the end of, I mean, a very nice car. But yeah, not ideal. Come on, Skyline. I never really got to grips with the dirt racing on here. Better at it on the later Gran Turismos. This one always struggled with a bit. Like, I'm sure I will get familiar with it again. Okay, that didn't really want to turn. The handbrake didn't do much. The fencing is good and strong. We can get away with bouncing off of it a bit. The crowd is silly. We haven't managed to run over any of them yet. So, you know, it's tempting. However, I don't think you actually can. They will always get out of the way. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, again, I would not. I know it's very sort of Group B reminiscent is what they're going for here. I would not. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Group B cars. Loves watching them going at Goodwood. I would not be doing what the Group B spectators did. Yeah, not a good idea. It wasn't a good idea then. Not a good idea now. Especially not with how much you have seen this skyline sliding around. I would stay well away from the track. if I'm in the rally car, just stay a long way away. Stay a long way away. Oh, definitely bounced off them spectators. Good recovery, thank you, for bouncing me back into the road. I mean, I did aim for them ones a little bit, but oh, that's fine. We are staying ahead of the Delta. Honestly, I think all of the power in this car is really for nothing, because it's not actually helping very much. We're not really able to utilise the power. That's a little wide. Again, though, we'll get away with it. This incredibly strong tape barrier that no one is listening to. The event organisers will be very upset. At least these lot are behind the fencing. It's not a... You know, I wouldn't go there if I were you, but you are at least behind the fence. Those lot are well in front of it. He just chucked a load of... I do remember one time I think it was the first time I was at Goodwood, because it's not a mistake you make again. I went up to watch the rally stage. And it was... Yeah, I went to turn 1 at the rally stage, and turn 1, the outside of turn 1, there was nobody standing around there. And it's like, well, this is a great view. Why is there no one standing around there? So went over to stand on the outside of turn 1. There's a little bit of a pause in proceedings. Went to stand on the outside of turn 1. Bearing in mind it was a very dry and dusty time at Goodwood. The first couple of cars go past, and they were, I don't remember what they were, but they were some of the slower rear-wheel drive cars, and it was like, okay, this is really cool. This is a great viewpoint. And then one of the proper WRC all-wheel drive monsters go past, and sure enough, boots it out of turn 1, chucks dirt everywhere, absolutely covering me. And then you realise why no one was standing on the outside of turn 1, because you just get a face full of dust. Because, yeah, it was like, I think it was where it transitioned from like concrete onto dirt. And with the slow cars, it's fine, but you know, fast cars. Fast cars will just launch dust at your face, and then you don't see anything. So yeah, that was why no one stood there, and that's why I won't stand there again. I mean, it is a good view, briefly. Fanatic, thank you very much for the bits. Saying the best delivery story I have is about a car 9 years ago. I bought a Fiesta ST. I live in the US and registered the car to drive. I asked them to just mail the title instead of printing. 6-ish years later, thinking of selling it, I looked for the title and couldn't find it. I'd lost it. Figured I had to file for a lost title. 2 months later, I got it in the mail. And went to the DMV, they just never mailed it to me, or it got lost in the mail for 6 years. I mean, that is an impressive level of slow. I've definitely never had a 6-year late delivery. Christ. Yeah. That is impressive. That's good timing for it to turn up, though. That is, yeah. That is impressive timing for it to turn up, just when you're thinking of selling it. Right, Skyline. Let's see. I mean, we should have no problems. The AI are much better at driving this than I am. We are going to sneak our way past immediately. Oh, okay, that's way too fast. Into there. We will slide it about a bit through there. Oh, it's quite a bit of turbo lag. Yeah, well, I say turbo lag, maybe it's just slow on the shift. It felt like quite a delay in second gear, getting it to kind of go. It's, again, none of this particularly a big problem here. We can deal with that. But yeah, it does lag a little bit. It's not a surprise, it's just a big turbo shoved on an otherwise fairly stock Skyline, which pretty sure if you did this it would just blow up at this point. Yeah, it's not gonna enjoy this, the engine. I guess probably depends on how you tune the big turbo, but you would want to be doing some other things. Oh, that's too fast. Yeah, I probably deserve that penalty. Although the penalty, being on dirt in a twisty section, isn't really that much. Okay, can't go there. Was enjoying jumping the car, but, you know, we got a little carried away with the airtime. Ugh. Twisty section. Ooh. Hello, spectators. Yeah, don't mind me. None of you are safe. Pretty much. Least of all you. Look, you down there on the left, on the rock, on the top of the rock. That's where to be. You are safe. I can try, but I'm not going to get up there. You on the outside of this corner, not so good. You know, they've got the idea, as have they. The very, very 2D spectators. I saw you. I say old games, but then modern games also still do it. Not that, like, it's not something I'm ever that fussed about. It's just funny noticing them sometimes. I will get you, photographer. Not quite. Oh. No. I don't know. I only just stopped driving all of a sudden. It spotted my intent to run over photographers and decided I was not allowed power for a second. Then that's another wall. It's fine. It's just a little big clonk on that one. All is good. All is quite sideways, but all is otherwise good. And more sideways. We've made it. It's been a scruffy. It's been a scruffy lap. I'll endeavour to do better on the other rallies. Oh, this one here, I am definitely not doing a great job on. I think this is one of the longer rallies, if I remember. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. By saying 2D people, you mean like Chris? Yeah, Chris or Ewan, I guess, would be on that one. Oh, we're going a bit wide again. Thankfully, it's an invisible wall to stop you from adventuring too far. God. I mean, the Skyline is much, you can see it clearly much faster than we were with the Lancia and the Stratos. The Stratos was really, really difficult. This is still not great. I remember the actual rally. I remember some of the actual rally cars being pretty fun. Well, I might just be misremembering it. Right, don't go quite as fast over here on the brakes for that jump. There we go. Look at that. I actually have taken a section I would say, somewhat well. Who would have thought it? Actually done somewhat decent. Fling skyline from side to side through there. That works. Now, try and not splat people on the outside of the corner. Oh, I spot a Lancia for all about 3 frames as I overcooked it and slithered around. And that's... Oh, hold up. Hello. Found you again. Yep, you got a close-up shot of the car twice. Very close up. Very impressively strong, holding the car and the barrier and all that. Oh. It's fine. I guess it is time to play Guess the Car I'm Going to Win. We've got the MX-5 now, so that's goal, target, whatever has been achieved, or that expectation, I guess. What will we get this time? Still hoping for a decent front-wheel drive car of some description. Focus RS would be good. I mean, again, highest probabilities is another MX-5 or a Skyline of some sort. Micro Cup car, I'd like. That would be cool if we could manage to get that. American muscle car would be cool. We shall see on this one. A Civic Type R would be good for the front-wheel drive event. Would not turn any of them down. Skyline, what have you won us? We have completed our first dirt event, which is always helpful. It is... Hello, Eve. Have you come to watch as well? Are you going to bring me good luck? Dagon brought me a 2CV, so... Oh, Eve is on the back of the chair. What will the Eve luck bring? Do we want more Eve, or do we want more... Well, no, we can't want more Dagon luck. Sorry, Dagon. You're very cute, but you brought me a 2CV. So, you know... It is... cool, but it's no use. It is back to all-wheel drive. Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Well, could have given me this... I would have happily taken the 3000 GT for being my rally car. Well, it is of the all-wheel drive variety. Now I'm wanting a fast front-wheel drive car. You're giving me the all-wheel drives, of course. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's go. I don't know if I want to do... I don't have ice tyres, actually. Is this ice, or is this dirt? Dirt. Okay, let's go here. Don't remember this track. Oh, Eve, Eve, when you're in the way, you're a chunky cat, and I can't see. Eve, you've literally blocked, and now you're headbutting the mic. Eve, you're literally blocking the screen. How to race? Now you've headbutted the mic into my face. Well, that's just rude. Eve, you are in the way. Eve, come on. Can you sit down? Or move your butt? One or the other. I'm going racing. Do you... No, don't... Wow, you're... Eve, you're literally headbutting the mic into my face. Can you not? Right, we are off. I can only see the roof of my car currently because Eve butt is in the way. She's sat down now. Thank you, Eve. Good girl. I can now see over you. Oh. I hope. Lombo said about the 2CV Championship. I do hope the 2CV Championship gives me a like Formula 1 car or an LMP car or something. I think it would be quite funny that the prize... I feel like the prize for the 2CV Championship should be something quite crazy. I say should be. It's fun if it is. Because, you know... Oh, there's some grip going onto the bridge. Because, you know, it's a 2CV. It makes an incentive for doing a 2CV race. Is... let's give a crazy good prize, essentially. Yeah, it's obviously it would be perfect for the 905 or something. It would, if it's going to appear, it would be fun if that was where you got it from. I feel like as Caleb has said, the 2CV championship is either going to be a 905 or some other crazy fast thing, or it's going to be a Model T. And you're going to spend the time, you're going to have to sit through the pain of racing a 2CV, and then all you win is a Model T. That's the sort of... I mean, this is all randomised, right? The vehicles are all completely randomised based on the save file name. However, if I was selecting vehicles for it, that's the sort of humour I would go for with my championship prizes. Either really great or really terrible. Okay, reverse entry could have worked if I'd chucked it in a bit sooner. It did not. Along with in the actual game, the prize is the pink 2CV. I mean, I've probably done it. I'm sure I have done it. I just don't remember it from way back when. I should say, for those interested, by the way, the seed for this one is just Apollo, named after my dog, because Apollo was in the room when I made it. So I was like, well, that'll do. But yeah, if you want this... I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is a pretty OP seed if ever I saw one. This one has been very strong. So yeah, if you want this seed, although I don't know why you would, because half the fun of this is having like your selection being different to mine. But if you were interested in this one, yeah, Apollo is the name of the seed for this. There we go. We will slide our way through there. I'm definitely inferring this track. I think that the rally events on Gran Turismo 4, at least, more fun with the wider circuits, even if it might be perhaps a little bit unnaturally wide. Yeah, this circuit much more fun to drive than the previous one, the heavily modified, and I say heavily, not really, the big turboed Skyline beats the Celica GT4. Yeah, the front-wheel drive is slightly banned in this seed for some reason. It just doesn't want to give me a front-wheel drive car. It would rather give me supercars than front-wheel drive sports cars. But, you know... And I can just sense I'm going to get a garbage front-wheel drive car when I do finally. I mean, I said we've got the 2CV technically in the Demio. Now, I will say we are playing this as I'm not allowed to buy cars. There is absolutely nothing. There is nothing in here that is stopping you from going to a car showroom and buying a car. It's just more entertaining to play this game as the whole randomised aspect of it. Excuse me? I know we were talking crap about French cars, but that doesn't mean you have to try and murder me off the start line. I mean, it was Citroens. You're a Renault. You're not supposed to care that much if I'm talking bad about Citroens. Oh. Okay, it's a bit too sideways, but it was spectacular. We are putting on an entertaining show for the audience here by going very sideways in a very powerful Skyline, and we will run away from the little Renault down here. Oh, I'll be a little bit careful. Well, thankfully that fence is comforting, and we can bounce off of that. Yeah, we are doing drifting in a... I mean, it is rally, right? I say you're supposed... You get away, you don't lose as much time going sideways on dirt. I mean, you still don't really want to be going sideways most of the time on dirt. But... well, it's not quite as detrimental, even if it's counterintuitive for me half the time. Although... oh, come on, there we go. We're getting the hang of it. I say that. We're about to go have an accident, I suspect. Try and get it. Let's call him very cool in this direction. That is a very good corner. I like that one. I have a feeling we're going to be out of position. Okay. It's wide enough we can get away with it. Got no grip at all through there. Did not want to bite. Still struggling a bit. Whoa. It's fine. Chuck. Chuck the car into corner. Not the fastest way to go. It is the spectacular way, and it is the fairly fun way. We have now run away from the Renault. And messing around has not cost us too dearly. And sideways without being too sideways through there. Right. Now this one, this next jump, I think we'll be on the brakes, don't we? Try and be on the... Look at that. I'm learning! Dangerous thing. Dangerous thing indeed. Right, well, we're coming towards the end of this race. It's that time again to guess what we might be winning here. I'm gonna go positive. I'm gonna think positive. I'm gonna say Civic Type R. I mean, there's plenty to choose from, game. I feel like a Civic Type R is definitely not a bad sort of shout. I'm going to guess Civic Type R. I get the feeling it's going to be like an all-wheel drive rally. Having spent so much wanting an all-wheel drive car and finally getting a Skyline, I feel like an all-wheel drive rally car might come our way. I mean, I'd be okay with that, of course, but I do half expect an all-wheel drive rally car. There is a Subaru. There is a Boxer Championship, so if you give me a Subaru rally car, I'd be happy with that. And we are across the line. Darth Adil says Citroen C5. That would be very choice of it. I do like the C5. For just, I don't know. It's just kind of cool. It's just, yeah. I feel like if I bought a Citroen C5, for example, if I drove one, I feel like it would be a bit like my Lexus, and I would just like it, and it would just be a lovely place to be, and you would, yeah. I feel like I would like a C5. I feel like it would just be a very comfortable experience. I mean, it might be a Mercedes A-Class. I am worried it'll be an A-Class. I'm worried it'll be a PT Cruiser. Let's face it. But let us see. What is it going to be, game? Don't disappoint us. Don't disappoint us. Hey, it is a Citroen. Noodle Brain had literally just said Azantia before it turned up. Well, you know what? I'm going to give it to Noodle Brain. That is the best call of the evening. Noodle did say it before. It wasn't exactly Noodle's guess, as Noodle did say a Vectra. But it's close enough, as Noodle did talk about Azantia later. I mean, it's got a 3-litre V6. That's quite an engine. What a machine. What a machine that is. I don't know whether it's actually good enough to do. It might be good enough for the front wheel drive. I'm sure like Civic Type R's are going to turn up. Let's have a look. Although it is a beginner event. I don't know, although NSXs turn up in one of the beginner events, so, you know, maybe. Where is it? That's the wrong one. I don't know why this is being sorted by power. It's got 200 horsepower. Sorry, 200 horsepower, and that's not that bad, considering. I mean, I guess it's a 2000s car, but yeah, 200 horsepower's... I'm so used to talking about sports cars and high-end supercars and whatnot, but yeah, 200 isn't ridiculous. Let's go. Good old Jeff's magic oil. Almost saying with the mid-range exhaust, this car is one of my favourite sounding cars. Well, I know what we're going to do then. We're going to put the mid-range exhaust on it, lighten it. We're going to see. We're going to test the mighty Citroen Xantia. I mean, this is the sort of car that I was expecting to get a lot more. I've got to say, like, I very much enjoy this. Enjoy Gran Turismo 4 and enjoy sort of playing through it in the randomized. I did not ever think we would get the kind of car luck that we have got. Like, a race car, maybe, but to have got the luck we have got today is nuts. So yeah, Can definitely not complain about everything that has gone on in this one. Unfortunately, sadly, you cannot turbocharge your Xantia. Why? I don't know. I would like to turbocharge. I want my turbo Xantia. What? 2 horsepower. Amazing. That is. There is the 2CV event. I mean, how many Citroens are? Surely it's only the Xantia. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I forgot they're going to have that in there. I do like that. I do like that a lot. But yeah, you got the C5, we got the Xantia, the C3, the Zara. They don't have, sadly, the Saxo. And it's only the 2CV in there. Right, I'm just gonna go and see. We're not gonna have time to do the whole championship, but we are going to see if it is going to be competitive enough to run in this. Let's find out. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We might have time to go through this. If we run a little bit long on the stream, not too bad. I'm not sure we're going to beat them. FTO. Yeah. Not sure this is up to the task. We'll try it. There is a mighty Punto. Noodlebrain shall be happy. Ugh, Punto wanted to kill me. This should be pretty quick in a straight line, I would imagine. It won't be very good in the corners, but should be pretty good down the straight, I'd imagine. I don't know how much power the Eclipse has, but oh god, okay, it's not quite so good out of these. Go, mighty Citroen, go! I was worried about the FTO, but we are going to probably struggle to catch. I'm not sure there's many places I can cheat around on this circuit. I mean, this is a cool track. I, funnily enough, remember doing a transport race on Beam around here a while back. I remember things got very glitchy. When was I trying the in-car camera? What is change camera button? Oh, that's quite motion sicknessy. I guess that's as good a camera as I'm going to get. Sounds like it's struggling. Sounds like it's struggling a bit there. I mean, I wouldn't have said it sounds alright. I wouldn't have said it's anything crazy special. Come on, we're still struggling. Just not quite catching the Eclipse at the moment. Maybe with some bravery. Whoa. Do not lift through these corners. Oh. Like I've ran quite quickly into that one. However, the Eclipse is better on the exit. Can't even cheat to try and be... Like, we are about... I think we are ever so slightly quicker than the Eclipse. I just cannot quite catch it at the right point. Yeah, I mean, traction control possibly not helping on this one. I mean, we can be brave going through here. Just launch it. Oh. It was worth a go. We tried the full cheese, but it was not to be. Maybe I should have saved a dive bomb for here. it was probably the best option we were going to have. I mean, with the right selection of cars to race against, the Xantia might be able to do it. It is a front-wheel drive car. It's not a very good one. It's cool. Like, it's cool to have in the game, and it's cool to have won it. But it was not quite able to do it. Maybe without traction control, it'd stand a bit better chance, although it probably sort of wastes a lot of power. It'd be a bit better. But yeah, there we go. I mean, it's been a very fun stream. I have immensely enjoyed myself on Gran Turismo this evening. We got some really cool cars, we got some silly cars, and just generally had a good time. Yeah, this random seed for the randomization is turning out to be very interesting, very Australian. Having 3 of about 4 or 5 Australian cars is quite entertaining already at this point. And yeah, a bunch of race cars to put is fantastic. This has been good fun. I am sure I will come back to do some more of this in the future because I'm enjoying it. Basically, that's it. That's it. That's the important thing. But yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed this stream. A very big thank you to those of you who donated, those who subscribed. It is always immensely appreciated. As of course, I thank you all very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow. We will be building cars. Probably more sensible. Actually, no, wait. Ewan's building cars. Not going to be more sensible than a Xantia. But yeah, there will be car building going on tomorrow on automation, and then driving around on Beam for a bit. So I hope you'll be able to tune in for that one. That though, yeah, is going to be it from me. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.